Yo, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Nash and Relationships Live Talk Interview. This is your boy M3, and I have our guest, which we call QB. But how do you normally pronounce your name?
Quabila.
Cool. Okay. Oh man, Cubilla, right? Okay, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on that. But thank you for tuning in. Now, before we begin with this wonderful conversation, I had to bring up my best buddy, the network manager, you know, the
Okay.
Mr. Best in the world, 84.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Hey.
Hey,
Nothing
what's
much. How
going
you
on, family?
doing?
Good to see you. You
You
know what I mean?
Good to
Really
too.
see
good
you
to see
too.
you.
Yes. Mr. Best in the world, man. How's everything going for you?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Just trying to do, just trying to, just stay focused. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? That's about it. So,
Okay, that's what's up. Cool beans. Now, QB, and how's your day been so far for you?
Oh, it's been pretty good. I did some working out with my therapy team and took a nice little nap.
Okay.
Then I'm here. Like I had to get rested so I can be refreshed and energized. So yeah. I did a little self
Hey,
care today.
nice. It's nothing like having like a good beauty rest. So I definitely understand that.
Look, I get to my naps. I'm over 40. I get to my naps.
Right. All right. Well then, let's go ahead and start off, right? Oh,
Okay.
and for the ones who are tuning in, we are having a live talk with the Q Spot podcast. That's known as QB, on her
Yes.
IG and on her YouTube channel. So, QB, all right, I want to ask you like the easiest question in the world.
Okay.
If you don't mind, can you please tell us about yourself?
Okay. Well, like I tell people, I am multifaceted. Like you cannot fit me in a box. So one minute I am glamour girl, one minute I am Afrocentric, one minute I am, for the people in the street. Well, not in the streets, but
Yeah,
anyway. So you can't really put me in a box. I'm a creative writer. I write poetry mostly. Um, I have 2 degrees, one sociology, one in communications. I'm a mother. I'm an author of 2 poetry books. Look, I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Wow, it just there's so many little odds and ends things, but I will say this:
hmm
um, I'm just an all around. I know this sounds cliche, down to earth, peace, love, and joy kind of person, but I am. I'm the type of person that I want to see the good, sweet side of everything and everybody, which awfully ends up burning me to some degree. But I
mm,
digress.
mm,
I know people might think, oh, she just this put together, pretty face girl, soft spoken, blah blah blah. Yeah, not all the time.
yeah,
I just know how to act
mm,
accordingly in certain spaces. When I feel the energy and feel the vibe, okay, I know how to turn up and be whatever. But you will hardly ever catch me being just extra ratchet, and I have my moments in private though.
okay,
um, I don't know, like it's really just hard to just give you this resume outline of who I am, but that gives you a little bit. Hopefully, that gives the listeners a little insight of what viewers. I don't know. I'm not gonna say what you see is what you get. It's just, and it's not that I'm faking, catfishing, and all that kind of stuff. It's just it depends on
hmm
the situation and the mood. Again,
okay,
I adjust accordingly. So
yeah.
what you give, I give, honey.
I see. You're like the type that you adapt around your surroundings.
I am. Um, Now we'll tell people, I cry a lot because
Mm,
am an empath and I feel deeply. And so there are times that yes, people upset me. Yes, I want to cuss and fuss and fight. Why don't fight? I will cut you. But
oh, okay.
no,
oh wow.
no. Look, I don't want to break my nails. And see, that's another thing. That's why people think I'm such a pretty girl, sassy, prissy, and all that. Yes, I keep my hair somewhat done. makeup, nails. Yes, I do that. But don't let that fool you. Don't get it twisted. I can read you your Southern rights in a minute.
Oh man.
Look, your
Okay.
constitutional rights in a minute. Don't underestimate me and my southernness. Don't let this proper girl fool you. So no, but like that's me. That is just that's me.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, look, I'm learning all these new things about you. So, all right, that's good. But then, let's go ahead and jump to the number two question, and hopefully we never give you a bad side where you like, cut our throats and anything like that.
Damn.
But
I mean, it take a lot. When I say a lot to push me that way,
uh,
it take a lot. So don't worry.
all right.
Gotta give a
Oh
shout
well.
out to our peoples in the comments.
Okay.
Lady
Mm-hmm.
Andrea, it's all hot air. Hey, Lady Andrea, what's going on? You doing good? We doing good. Also, shout out to Dominique Anthony. Peace and love to you, bro. Much love.
Hi.
Yes, peace and blessings to you all as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And please share the videos and get the likes up. That's the most important thing. All right. So our number two question. All right. What are your hobbies and interests?
Oh wow, this is another long, not really a long list. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
the top of my list is sewing. I love to sew. I learned that from my mom when I was like 13, 14, and I've been
Hmm?
sewing ever since. Because I've
Okay.
always been a shapely person, and so I know how I like my clothes to fit. And you can't always find exactly what you want in stores, and so I just again make what I like. And you can always find the prints that you like. So I love shopping for fabric. So anyway, sewing and then writing, of course. I like to write any and everything. Again, mainly poetry. I can usually put what I feel in my poems. Now, I don't do the spoken word, and I gotta stop comparing myself to people. I don't do the spoken word where I can just spit off the top of my head. I gotta have my paper. I'm sorry. I'm a read off the paper kind of person. Um, but I feel that I'm learning my style and my finding my voice more and more. Um, I used to write in this really soft, fluffy, like I didn't want to just offend anybody, but now it's like I'm a grown up. I'm gonna say what I want to say. um, let's see what else. Nail. I love doing nails. I went to beauty cosmetology school, and got a license to be a nail tech or manicurist, as they say. And so I love doing that. Let's see. There's so many other little odds and ends. I love mentoring. I love being an advocate. I love young ladies. Because I knew what it was like for me as a teenager, and so I do my best to reach out to all the young ladies possible, and try to kind of guide them. Like, okay, life is gonna do this. I need you to kind of go this. So, yeah, mentoring and advocating for all things, everybody. Like March is Lymphedema Awareness Month, and I have lymphedema, and so I tell people be prepared to be sick of me because how can I go hard? Like, how can I say I advocate for something and I don't go hard and really put myself out there as a spokesperson? So yeah, um, my hobbies and interests I mean, they just it's a lot. You listen to music. I know that's cliche again. I'm a music lover, thanks to my daddy, who's a DJ. Um, yeah,
Okay. Okay. He was a DJ at one point.
back in the 60s and 70s when music was music,
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
the
yes,
big band sounds.
yes. Percussion,
Okay.
percussion. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
let me
look.
ask you this. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead, Mr. Best. No, no.
okay,
You
okay.
go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you. So okay, I have two questions, right? So
Okay.
your poetry, one, do you have anything that you can kind of, we kind of hear? That's one, and
I
two.
Hmm.
stay ready.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, okay.
okay.
See, she got it on
He's
deck. Yes,
prepared.
yes, 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 yes. And you were saying that your poetry is based on like life experiences, correct?
A lot of it, yes. Some of it
Okay.
is some personal observation, but a lot of it is like I have too many pieces to even try to explain. Like they vary. I honor Black women. I honor myself, or my heart got broke, or "Ooh, he fine," somebody I met in passing, or just like,
Hmm.
it varies. And then I have those pieces like "This is America," being black in America. This is what it's, just those kind of things. They, I want to say, they vary. Yeah. So nobody can really
Mhm.
box me in again. That's just, I cannot be boxed in. You cannot describe me. I remember some pieces I write. I'm unable to be defined by any known word. You can't define me. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
I hear
So
you.
can we hear something, or can we hear something if you don't mind?
Okay,
If you don't mind. If you don't mind.
okay,
And then I'll
okay.
get to my
So
second question. My second question after
this
that.
one is kind of short, and I think this is another thing I need to get over. Trying to feel like all my pieces got to be 2 pages long. I don't. They
Mm-hmm.
can just be half a page. So
Yeah,
this
Mm.
short and
one,
sweet.
this one doesn't really have a title. So if anyone out there has any suggestions, throw them at me. A spiritual celestial being so divine, created over time, nothing short of sublime, operating in my ultimate femininity, acknowledging my ever-present masculinity, designed to be a seer of all things near and far, with an aura brighter than a spinning pulsar, drawing you into my magnetic force field. No fair warning to activate your safety shield. Fully aware of the power I possess, yet seeking guidance from the universal abyss. Unable to be defined because the words don't exist, present day tools can complete the exhaustive list. Activate your third eye to engage in my essence. I already feel your thoughts with the gift of clairsentience. That's it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's give a round of
Yeah.
applause for this one.
Most definitely.
Shout outs to Cheryl Hale Speaks.
Shout out to
He
Sir
says,
Hell.
salute to my people, M3, my
Yeah.
bro, and Mr. Best, always fresh. Hey,
Thank you. Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. I am.
And he
Thank you.
also says, shout outs to Q on the panel.
Thank you.
That was lovely. That was good poetry. Go ahead,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Best.
Oh yes. My second question is you were saying that you love music. What is your favorite kind of music? I'm a soul and R&B man myself. You know what I'm saying? I do some hip hop too, but definitely soul and R&B is my go to. You know.
So, again, a music by mood. However, I
Hmm.
am that old, what they call old school R&B soul. So my
Yeah.
favorite,
Yeah.
favorite song is "She's a Bad Man Pajama." Like that is my walking theme
Oh, I was
song.
playing that earlier today. Oh my
Like
gosh.
if anybody has ever seen "I'm Gonna Get You Sucker," and they talk about everybody needs a walking theme song, that's
Hmm.
my walking theme song.
Okay. Okay.
And then like Donny Hathaway and Curtis Mayfield, and like it just depends on the mood.
Mm.
Like if I'm sitting here kind of sipping my hot tea, I'm a hot tea
Hmm.
drinker. So if I'm sipping my hot
Mm-hmm.
tea, it's Curtis Mayfield. All of those soulful
Mm.
grades. If I'm putting my makeup on, it's Cardi B and Sweetie, and uh, so it just depends on the mood. But I steer toward the 60s, 70s, the early 80s. Like that's kind of my genre. On a Sunday evening, I might do the Blue Eyed Soul or the soft, 80s rock, something like that. So I'm kind of
Mm.
all over the place again, like, and then sometimes I just go all the way in and do some 3 6 Mafia and No Limit
Hey, okay.
Soldiers and stuff.
Okay, okay. I thought I told you. Okay, okay. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my type of music too. I love all the type of music. My favorite R&B song is Gap Band Yearning for Your Love. That's my favorite
That is
song of
nice
all
cut.
time. That's my jam right there. You know
And
what I
again,
mean?
it
That
goes back to that sound. Like they pulled
yes.
out all the instruments, all the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't all computer generated like it is today. And it's like that was music,
Yeah.
And the song will be like 15 minutes long. Like you're like, man, this song is long. Like
The
it's just
intro and the
going, but you
outro.
don't even care. Yeah, you like, man, let's get it. Yeah, that's my type of music. Marvin Gaye. I listened to Marvin Gaye earlier today. I was listening to the I Want You album and Let's Get It On. I listened to both
Ooh,
albums. I love those albums, yo. Both of them.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my music right there. That's what I really get into. You know what I mean? So yeah, go ahead, M3. What were you gonna say?
Man, it's hard for me to even choose one because like I just love music universally, you know, and so
Mm,
but I probably go like a little bit forward on the times because like my times of listening to music was like listening to the Jacksons, you know,
Okay.
like the Jackson Fives, listening to like
mm.
Michael, his music, um, Keith Sweat, you know, going like
Woo!
just even taking it there, you know, Joe, uh, man, like it's so much like music, man. I can't even tell you like a personal favorite to be honest with you. Let alone then you have the other people that remix the songs and
Yeah.
then they convert that to like hip hop. It's like with Tupac. Now I'm going to like forward to the '90s, but a lot of Tupac samples was based off of like Marvin Gaye and and all these other people. I'm trying to remember something else too, like who else did he sample songs from? But um, even like keeping your head up, all these things. So it
Yeah, that
comes
was
like from like the
that was
original.
I think that was
Mm,
either Zapp or Roger. I think that was Zapp and
yeah.
Roger, or that may have
Mm,
been George Clinton and Funkadelic. I think it was either one of the two. But yeah, that and
right.
I love all that stuff. I love funk. I love R&B. All that stuff is like, man, that's like she
Hmm.
said. That's when music was music, man. Nowadays,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't know what they're doing.
Oh, I can't forget about Whitney Houston too, though.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could talk all day, all night, and then
Hmm.
again tomorrow, the next day. Like, wow, there were so many greats that came through.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
man. Shout out to all the greats, man. Like even though some of them are gone, but their music lives forever on.
Yes,
Sure.
And
it
then
did.
Ki says that Anita Baker hits different for me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That
Yes.
Rapture album. Oh man, that was elementary school days. I remember that because my mom used to play all that album all that time. The Rapture album, "You Give
Mm-hmm.
Me Joy," all that stuff. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah. And she also said something about the title suggesting spiritually defined.
I
That
like.
was dope.
See, I
Ah, that's a
actually,
good title.
but I think I
Mm-hmm.
have another one. I'm gonna write that down, but I have another one that's
Shout out to the
um
Twitch Gang Gang.
I got one called Divinely Designed. So I'm gonna have to play
Oh,
around with the spiritual. Thank you for that.
Well, yeah,
yeah,
okay, if you
she
have
came
it.
off right off the dome with that too. She like, I got a title right here. You know what I mean? Shout out
Yeah.
to Key's Eyes. You know what I mean? Shout
I
out to
think it's
him.
I think it's
She,
pronounced like K's eyes. K's eyes. 'Cause
K's
I
Eyes.
didn't see
Okay,
the
okay,
S.
okay,
Yes.
okay. Sorry about that if I mispronounce your name. I apologize. A lot of
Yeah.
people mispronounce my actual name, so it's all good. I feel your pain if I hit you. My bad, my bad. But yeah. Oh yeah. Also some Sade too. I can't forget about Sade. Sade be my joint
Oh
too,
man.
man.
Closer
Oh
to
man.
my dreams. Yeah, man. How can I
That's
forget about her?
that's Guapale. That's Guapale. Yeah, she
Wapale?
dope too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Guapale
Yeah.
dope too though. She
I'm
dope
getting them mixed
too.
up. Okay.
She
Yeah.
dope too though.
Oh, Kai. Okay. Kai's eyes. Oh, but
Okay.
anytime. Okay.
All right, sister. Cool, cool.
That's what's up. Um, yeah, I know. Oh, we like to read us like your second poem, the one that fits into the spiritually divine one.
Okay, so Divinely Designed. Okay. It's called Divinely Designed. One day in heaven, God decided to make me. He sat down for a moment and said, let me see. What shall I add that will make her divine? How many ingredients will it take to make her light shine? First, I'll add love. That's a no brainer. She'll be kind to everyone, especially strangers. Next, some diamond dust. Just to give it a little extra sparkle. Why not go all out since I'm creating an original? Now for her skin. What shade will it be? Cocoa mixed with cream and just a touch of honey. Moving on to features. Will she be short, tall, thin, or wide? I'll just lay the foundation and let the DNA from her parents decide. God stood back admiring his divine creation. He said, "She should be a blessing to everyone across the nation. I stand before you today, made in the image of my Creator, assignment in my heart, and cloaked with his favor. I am divinely designed. I want to take you back and give you more meat to this story. The person you see now didn't blossom until the age of 40. Back in my teens and in those impressionable young years, I started noticing myself and just had to stop and pause as I walked past every mirror. Later in life, I developed an image that I knew was not God given. I let others' words become a part of my story that was already written. Fast forward more years later to being a full-fledged grown-up. I allowed my sparkle to dull and missed chances to shine when it was my time for a close-up. I had always allowed myself to only focus on what I saw as an imperfection. But life has a way of snatching you up and setting you in the midst of an intervention. With more confidence and surety, I know in whose image I was made. You can get a you can get on board or you can step aside as I go forward and slay. Just like gold that's been put through the fire and come out refined, I have been molded by my master's hands. I am divinely designed.
Woo!
Mm.
All right, yo, the book gonna go on sale tonight at midnight. Get your
Don't be
orders
late.
soon. All right, because it may be sold out. I'm definitely gonna get me a copy, autographed at that. Know what I mean? Holla at your
Hmm.
boy. No, I'm joking.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was definitely amazing. So,
Yeah, that was crazy,
yeah.
for real.
Let me ask you this
Great
with
job.
the poetry. Oh, I don't think she heard
What's
you,
the
Mr.
question?
Best.
Oh
Oh,
no, I
well,
said
I was
great
gonna
job.
ask.
I said great job. That's what I was saying. I was giving you
Yeah.
a compliment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Best. I think she was fixated on the question I was going to ask her.
No, no, go ahead. Go
Um,
ahead. I'm sure you good.
yeah. The question I was going to ask was like, okay, uh, how long does it take for you to like finish, like, perfect your poetry? Like, how long does it take?
And here's the thing with me. I
Mm-hmm.
try not to write when I don't feel something in my spirit. When I
Mm-hmm.
sit down to write, I know when the words come from a place other than myself. If they come outside of me, I can finish a piece in one sitting, like 20, 30 minutes or less. Now, if I'm
Okay.
trying to push and force, it could take days and then it doesn't feel right. Every piece that I've finished, I have to make sure it feels like only writers can really understand this. If you write anything, you have to feel it in your gut, like, yeah, this is it. Yeah. You know, and you when you read it and you recite it, it's like the people are going to feel it. Just like when somebody's giving you a speech and they're looking down and they're not engaging and their voice is like, da, 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 you can feel that person's not really into what they're saying, and it turns
Hmm.
you off of whatever they're saying. So that's the way it is with my poetry. I have to feel it, and I have to feel like my audience is going to get this. You know, yeah. So
I
again,
got
it
you.
now there are some pieces that I write. I might write like the first, say, 10 lines in like 10 minutes, and then I have to put it aside and come back to it until my spirit kind of feels like, okay, it's time to finish it. So it varies. To answer your question in a long roundabout way, it varies.
Nah, it's all good. It varies. All right, all right. Hey, well, that's what's up, and just keep pushing with the poetry because it's sound ever so lovely.
Thank
I'm gonna say
you.
this. When I was
Hmm.
writing poetry, and thank you for like sharing that with us because I feel like when you share poetry, you share a piece of yourself. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? You share who you are and you share what you're thinking and what you're feeling. I would say like, when I did write poetry, I gotta get back into it, but when I did write it, it was a way for me, it was like therapy for me. It was a way for me to, express myself and kind of just self reflect, self heal, and just get everything I was feeling out at that moment. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I couldn't react to what I was feeling. So, my pen and my pad was my only source of expression. You know what I'm saying? And I would use that to escape everything that was going on. You know what I'm saying? And at times there was a lot going on. Sometimes a little too much going on, but it definitely helped to do that. You know what I mean? So, and shout out
Writing
to
is
JP. Yeah, shout out to
Yes.
JP. Good to see you, Auntie. You know what I
There
mean?
is nice. Okay, okay. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the next question.
okay.
Okay, because I want to learn more about your social media journey.
Okay.
Basically, so what has been your social media journey? Meaning,
Oh,
like, okay, what brings you upon social media? Why are you even here? Why are you doing social media? All.
okay. So when Facebook first came out, it took me a while to get on board. I'm like, I don't know. Why don't I want to do that? Why don't I want to put myself out there? Okay, so joined Facebook. It was probably close to the early 2000s, before 2010. That much I know. Don't quote me on the
Mhm.
actual date. So I got on Facebook, and I would post, a few things here and there, pictures of me, things I'm doing in the community, because I'm a big community person. At the time I was married, so posting stuff about me and my husband, my child, a few odds and ends things.
Yeah.
Okay. As time went on and as social media grew, I'm like, okay. And then it still took me a while to get on Instagram, Snap, all those other platforms as well. Cause I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do one platform. What's to people doing too much? I was at first one of the people are doing too much, And
Hmm.
now here I am, one of the people that's doing too much, I guess. But um I really didn't get deeper into social media and like really put myself out there until about 20 I was like 15, 13, between 13 and 15. Um, because I was dealing with my lymphedema, the fallout here and there. I started taking more pictures and just tracking my journey. And then just me personally, tracking how I was developing and growing and going through separation and divorce and again, community service work. And I don't know, I was just coming into myself. And so here I am. Now I really got more consistent and just, dug down deeper about 2018, 2019, when I started hosting. Well, I was the chairperson for the planning committees of the Juneteenth and Kwanzaa celebrations for the radio station that I work at. And so, of course, posting and promoting and things of that nature. And working in the radio business, all of you know, you definitely got to be present on social media to get the word out, to draw people to your events and your radio station. So anyway, so yeah, about that time, and now here I am. I started my podcast in 2020, so that's when I really just like all the all the barriers off, like just here we go. Start
Yeah.
putting more out there. I still am cautious about what I put out there, and I think sometimes that can be a hinder, like because I'm still trying to control every little like I'm that person that everything has to be proper and like it took me a long time to share the ugly parts of my life. Because like I don't want sympathy. I don't need people to be like, "Oh, we're praying for you." That's not what I need or desire. I just want you to be aware. That's my only desire, is for you to be aware. So it took me a while to start putting the ugly parts out there, but I eventually did, and now that has gained me more attention. I guess you're saying. Um, I don't want to say more respect, but definitely more attention than some of the other cutesy pieces, cutesy parts.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's my journey so far.
All right, well, that's what's up. I mean, that's sounds like one heck of a journey. Um, Mr. Best, you have anything you want to add to it, or anything you
Yes.
want to ask? Mhm.
Because Q knows this. We know she knows that we have a lot of similar things that we're going through as far as health and everything else. And yeah, I can definitely relate because last year, I was hospitalized, and that was like, whew, that was a journey. Like that was like, you know, Then when I got the diagnosis and I started doing my research, and I was like, "Ooh, this is real." Like, you know what I mean? Then having to, you know, man, it's hard to share, but I'm gonna share it. Whatever. All right, come on, let's get to it. All right, having to get the meds and having to go through the procedures of taking meds and having to do the doctor's visits and having to avoid certain procedures because it may make my medical condition worse, even though
Mm.
it it make me look cosmetically better, right?
Yeah.
Like I make cosmetically look better, but it's going to affect other parts of me that can potentially be life risky. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to do other forms of therapy and other forms of things to make sure that I am healthy and cosmetically I can kind of still be functional. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and that's a hard choice at times because you're like, all right, I want to be like me again. You know what I mean? Like I'm used to doing this and doing that. You know what I mean? So, last summer was definitely a trial because it took me all the way to last summer to actually start going to stores again and feeling a little more comfortable and things of that nature. This weekend I wore shoes again, so that was a plus. Q knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know, I think that and kind of mirrors my YouTube journey too with my health as well because we were doing our relationships, we were doing live streams. I got my health battle that was going on. We kind of all took a break. We was kind of all reflecting. I started coming back. Me and them three was talking. I was like, man, we got to do this again. Like, we got to keep going. You know what I mean? Like, I know, I'm recovering, but I'm in the house. You know what I mean? I got a lot of material that I want to do. You know what I mean? I know you got a lot of material. You know what I mean? DJ Eddie got material. The whole team got material. Let's get it going. And we've been rocking ever since last, I think, late spring. Yeah, late spring we started rocking out like last May. So yeah,
Oh,
it's been going great. It's helped me a lot with my health. It helps with my confidence. It helps me just be out of myself because I'm used to being a computer tech and going here, going there. You know what I mean? Delivering packages in an Uber, coming back, getting on my computer. You know what I mean? And just doing a lot of things. And now I
Mhm.
can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, some days I'll sleep more often. Some days I'll sleep less. You know what I mean? Just depending on kind of the weather, my meds, and everything else. Now the weather's changing. That's a whole nother situation. But yeah, so I definitely can relate, Q. I definitely can relate. Um, my question to you is, what do you like most about being in social media? Like, what do you like most about it?
well, I like that I can be myself. Well, I say myself, or how can I say that I can take on different personas. And it's not that I'm being fake; it's that you can be around people in real life. They don't always get you, or they're like, "Why are you doing that? You being extra. You being, because they don't have that same push, drive, or motivation, or no direction in
Mm.
their life." And
Uh-huh,
so on social media, I get to express all parts of me in a
uh-huh,
clean and friendly way. um,
uh-huh,
and so it's like people that don't even know me hardly or don't even live where I live, they gravitate towards me and they appreciate what I have to offer. Um, there was a time I was doing these messages. Okay, this is one thing I didn't add earlier. I love all things bees, bumblebees. And there's a whole story.
oh man.
There's a whole story behind the bee, partly because of my name. And that's how I used to tell people how to pronounce my name. I'm like Quabila, QUB as in bee, bumblebee. I
Mhm.
anyway. So, and then that sound BI, when I would write it out, I would write BEE. So that's one part of it. And so then my radio family, they call me QB, QUEBE. And then as I was going through a dark moment in my life, I started researching spirit animals and totems and things
mm,
of that nature. And I just gravitated toward the bee. So they're short and stubby and little short wings and they're chunky and they're not supposed to really be able to do as much as they do. I'm like, okay, I'm short and chubby too. Uh, And look at all I've accomplished. And I just resonated with the bee. They do so much and they're so vital to our society. So that's me. Anyway, um,
Is that why
so
you got the yellow shirt on?
actually this was a shirt of convenience.
Okay.
But I love it just the same. It's I don't know, something about yellow on melanin skin. It just loves us. So
hmm
Okay. I thought you was channeling like your inner beehive, so I was just wondering. That's all.
I didn't think about that, but I think yellow it kind of brightens up your mood and brightens the day. And I don't know,
hmm
it's a
Hmm.
bright, fun, happy color. So anyway, back to the bees. So I have this slogan, and I need to get it copywritten. It's called "Be hashtag Be Intentional." BEE intentional. And again, that grew out of a place of a dark place. And I have all these episodes on my podcast on Anchor and all the other audio spots. You can hear those stories there. And so, yeah, I get to be intentional. I get to be myself. I know I'm probably going around the way and from the question you originally asked. I'm sorry.
No. You good.
Mm-mm. That's
Um,
perfect. I mean,
I
I
like
wanted
your
to say that.
details.
hmm I wanted to say that, like what you were describing, is being creative, creativity, and that most
Hmm.
people on YouTube don't have creativity. So sometimes they may be like, "Oh, why she doing this or why she doing that?" And I get the same thing. It's because we're creative. When you're creative, what I mean, sometimes people get envious because they're not creative and they just want to talk about the same old thing over and over again. It's like, no, you got to make content. You know what I mean? And if you ain't making
yes.
content, it's gonna be hard for you to be in social media because content is king.
Yes. Like when I tell
Hmm.
you, like, so I when I tell you I work out, like the little notes app on, I have an iPad and iPhone. You can't see it here, but anyway, the little notes app,
Yes,
I
I
wear
love
that
that.
sucker out. Like I have 120 topics, ideas for my podcast. Like I hear something, have a conversation with somebody. Ooh, let me write that down. Let me type. Let me, and I put a few
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
notes, keywords to make me remember why I wrote that down, and then I go to my notebook. Like I love. Here's another little weird thing about me. I love composition notebooks, and so people when they see this, they're like, "Oh, it's a notebook." No, it's my tablet, but I do have several of these, and so then I
That's
go and write
cool.
more detailed
Hmm.
notes about the topic I typed in here. So yeah, so that's my little nerdy girl insert moment, right?
No, but I love the Apple
Oh, but
Note
that's
feature because I
smart.
have an iPhone, and I love on my iPhone like how like when I'm writing notes, like it'll instantly go from like 1 to 2 to 3. It'll make the points for me like automatically, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It just makes things a lot easier. So when I'm doing like my business stuff and like I'm trying to structure things, it just makes things a lot easier. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and then
JP was good. We can't wait.
okay, insert another nerdy girl moment. Like I'm a total. This is
hmm
one thing when I going back all the way. What tell you about me? I'm a nerdy. I usually have glasses on, which glasses don't define nerdiness, but I play into it. But I'm a total nerdy girl. I have random facts and figures, and I love little stuff like this is my eye pencil. I found a sticker that a wrap that looks like a pencil, like to go in my tablet. So anyway,
Hmm.
that's
Oh
just another
wow.
little
Okay.
quirk about me.
Yeah. Oh, but that's like I said, that is creative.
But
And
still, I'm rocking my Africa necklace with
mhm.
the Ankh symbol. So you don't know what you're
All
gonna
right.
get
All
with
right.
me.
All right.
Okay.
Mm.
Hey, okay, man. Yeah. Okay, you got me speechless on that part, but yeah, that's dope. Like I wanna. Well, I don't have an iPad. All I have is like a. They don't even call these like the Note anymore, but they come with the stylus,
Okay.
and that's the whole reason why I kind of get like back then, like when the Galaxy phones, excuse me, had the Note series. This little stylus, man, was always like inspired me like to continue like taking notes. I mean, I barely like do like a lot of writing, but I do a lot of translation and all that stuff. So
Okay.
um that's like pretty much like my little pocket personal computer.
Oh yeah.
So because for me, I tend to do more of the graphic arts designing. So, with Canva and I mean just with
I
knowledge relationships.
love.
Yeah, Canva.
Oh my God, Canva can get
Yeah,
my money all day because they do.
yo, I'm no, I'm saying like this. It is like one of like the best like graphic arts like apps that you could ever do. Like, I mean, you could create logos. Like, I learned just so much just by
Yes.
trying like create stuff like for knowledge and relationships. And actually, if you let's see, if you could look, if you see down to the bottom right where you see like a coffee mug,
Mm-hmm.
K and R. So I made the logo for the team using it with Canva. Originally, I wanted to create an animation for that, but Canva still needs some updates. Either
Yeah.
that or StreamYard.
Mm,
No, you know what? Mostly StreamYard. I'm not going to say Canva. Canva just needs the update where you can have animations like GIFs, and then you can still like make the backgrounds transparent. With
mm,
StreamYard, unfortunately, in the backgrounds, they don't allow you to play video backgrounds, which is
Oh yeah.
unfortunate. But if they allow you to play video backgrounds, then I would have like the little steam, like moving up sideways or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah. So that was my original plan, what I really wanted to do, and I just couldn't do it. So that was a little bit disappointing. But I mean, hey, at least we have an icon, well, a logo now. So
Yes.
yeah.
But
mhm,
always I'm one of those people. I'm going to message customer service or
mhm.
suggestion whenever they say, tell us what
You
you
gonna you
think.
gonna write a letter?
I mean, I'm that person. Like, because if I'm going to be a user and I'm going to pay for your service, here's some things that are going to make this more user friendly for me when I'm trying to do my job that I'm trying to get paid for. So
Mhm.
look,
Yeah.
this is what I need. Like, I wish StreamYard had a Instagram integration. I don't know what it's going to take, what kind of coding it's going to take, but they
Well,
need to get on that.
well, it's not StreamYards in it's Instagram. So
Okay.
Instagram won't allow the 9.16 rate or the 9:16 ratio or the
Okay.
16:9 ratio. And
Oh, that's
because they
right.
refuse to do that and their integration system is so shut off, it's why a lot of programs can't really rely on Instagram to live stream. But I feel like if Instagram would just I mean, because it's owned by Facebook. If they would just allow Instagram to be integrated with StreamYard, I mean,
Baby. It would
it
change
would
the
just
game.
yes, it will open up so many people to like watch because when you go on live on a regular IG, most of our people that we connect are based on IG anyways when we do our networking. So it would just be better to have instant access for them. They can still come to the YouTube side and still subscribe and all that, but it would just be nice to have like an IG version for um for StreamYard. I think another thing is, but here's the thing: StreamYard has StreamYard has their town hall. So the town hall is like when people like ask for feedback, they
Hmm.
present like new features on the StreamYard. And I was actually featured in their town hall not once but twice.
That's awesome.
One I came like live stream in person, and I was like, "Yo, you know, I need help with this, and that." And then I noticed like they had created like a timer. So then that kind of gave me an idea to like try to work with something. So I worked with my own timers on that point, and now everybody else is using timers, I guess. But
Okay.
JP did ask a question. Well, she
Okay.
asked two questions. Question one was that LL, what makes a nerd versus a dork? And she says, are you on StreamYard's Facebook?
Hmm.
I mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first one, nerd versus dork. And this is just my interpretation. A nerd is someone who has a lot of intelligence, knows a lot, or knows a little about a lot, or a lot about a little, however you want to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like quirky and, the person that does everybody's homework and I don't know, but they still have some social ineptness about them where people still like them. They know how to adjust and blend in social situations. A dork is somebody who's has extra. There's an extraness about them. Like comic books or model cars. Like they're into something else, you know. And then
Mm,
they might be
Mm.
slightly socially awkward, to a degree. But again, that's
mm,
my take on it. I'm not trying to put anybody down. Um,
yeah.
but yeah. So I think it really goes back to that social aspect of nerd versus dork or dweeb or whatever other word people use. They're all highly intelligent. It's just a matter
Hmm.
of, okay, what else are they obsessed with? What else are they into outside of just being super smart, intelligent, and does all the jocks' homework? Well, yeah. Because there are times in my life I felt like the girl that's never been kissed. I'm the I know this crazy. I know this is all off topic. I'm not gonna go too far with this, but
All right, go ahead.
I'm like the cute but nerdy and chunky girl that guys don't want to get with, but on the low, and then but can you do my homework at the same time?
Mm.
But now I'm a grown up, and y'all can kiss with the sun don't shine. Look, I'm smart and
Lord, have
beautiful.
mercy.
No, I'm just playing. I ain't been saying I'm not trying to be harsh, but look, I'm a grown up, and you're not gonna disrespect me. Anyway.
basically, basically, what you're being actually, you're trying to say, look, I'm a grown ass woman. You can't, don't ask me for no homework because all those doors are now closed. So I
Yes.
get what you're saying. And like, a dork to me is more, yes, I'll definitely agree with the social awkwardness. I think it's more stems into just, because yeah, they're both smart, but it's just that I feel like nerds can still adapt around their surroundings. Like you won't even tell if a guy's a nerd unless if he or she is so obsessed with certain things that normal people won't really be into obsessively.
Yes.
Whereas the dork is still kind of like the same, but it's like you just have like those awkward conversations. Somebody sounds like that, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, I get you. And then we also have a unicorn. What's up, a
Hi.
Hey,
unicorn work?
unicorn.
Say, hey, 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 what's up? Thank you for tuning in. For the ones who are tuning in, please don't forget to get the likes up. And if you're new, subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships. Well, actually, if you comment, then that's how I know you subscribe because this is for subscribers only to chat.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get to the other question. She says, "Are you on Streamyard's Facebook?" So basically,
Well, I
StreamYard
think
does have a Facebook
I don't know if I'm
group.
in there. I'm not in there like private, personal, like
That's
groups or
okay.
anything, but I do follow them
Hmm.
on Facebook or like their page or whatever, however you want to classify that. But I do like
Yeah.
and follow them.
Okay, so you're pretty much on StreamYard's Facebook group. I think
Okay.
that's what she means. Yeah. So anything you like or something, then you're pretty much in there. I think.
Yes.
And Princess Cake, thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. I try to make sure that I keep my hands like to myself and not accidentally delete any of your comments like I did accidentally last time. So
Oh no.
Hey,
yeah,
Princess K, what's going on, sis?
but thank you for tuning in. All right, let's see. And that was good. Oh, okay. Let me look at it one more time. One thing. Oh, okay. So before I begin, Gwen Henderson. I'm loving
That's
this
my
cue.
sister. Look, that's my big sister. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey
Hey,
sis.
Well,
shout out to the big
well,
sister.
Miss Gwen Henderson. Thank you for tuning in to National Relationships and subscribing to the YouTube channel. So I know for people who comment are usually the ones who subscribes into the channel. So appreciate you for doing so.
Look, me and my
Now,
sister, we're
mhm,
years apart, but we like at this stage in our life, I don't know, God found favor in both of us to put each other in each other's lives. So, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
right, right. All right, before I even get to the next question, actually, hold on, let me check something real quick. This would only just take a quick minute.
Okay.
But in the meantime, best in the world, do you have anything you want to say real quick?
No, I don't actually. You know what I'm saying? Thank
Okay.
everybody for me tuning in, and definitely got to thank QB for rocking with us. We
I
appreciate
mean,
her.
thank everybody
Yeah.
for the love. Like, I just feel so welcome in this space.
Yeah. Nice, nice. Okay. All right. I thought this was like going subscribers mode only, but it's not. But look, hey, it doesn't matter to tonight it's on the house. So, but still, please like and subscribe to Nosh Relationships. So, thank you all very much. Now, okay, so I have to switch these glasses real quick because this conversation will get hot, and what gets hot gets bright. So.
Okay. Like, I should have brought my glasses.
Well, yours is not required though, but maybe next time might be necessary. But anyways, let me get everything ready. All right, here comes the next question.
All right.
Now, if you've been tuning into national relationships in our interviews, you know how it kind of gets down with the last few questions. So, without further ado,
I gotta read
yes,
this as
yes.
always. I'm gonna read it.
All right, here goes. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Go ahead, Mr. Best in the World.
Should women be submissive to men? She laughed. Oh my god.
All right. Let me grab my proverbial microphone here. Um,
Oh
Okay.
wow.
Now, I am a traditional believing woman to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
And women, not going to say should. Should is a strong word. Women can, may want to be submissive to a man she trusts, that she's in love with, and that is equally or more in love with her. So it has to be. It can't be just some guy she just dating with no chance of commitment, no real stability and foundation laid. I'm not being submissive to that man. Someone who I'm just sleeping with, I'm not being submissive to him. Which no, um, if we are engaged, if we are in a very long term committed relationship, if we're married, and I trust him with my heart and soul, my whole being, yes, I'm going to be submissive. Now, mind you, the word submissive can be taken out of context. Um, this is where my professor hat comes on. I will submit to my man if he is leading the household in the right direction. And my spirit and my faith tells me he is, because I'm a firm believer in God. So I'm not submitting to someone who doesn't respect our relationship and the space that the foundation we've created. Um, you're not about to go out every night and don't think, okay, I'm not going to check in. I'm just going to stroll in, do what I want when I want. How dare you question me? I'm the man, rah, rah, rah. I'm not submitting to that man. But a man who is courteous, who's kind, who's respectful of our money, who's respectful of me and my body, who's not, it's one thing to be aggressive, it's another thing just to be assertive. I don't deal with somebody who's super aggressive and overbearing, and because I know the kind of energy that I give out. And I feel that a man that is supposed to be in my life will respect my energy and who I am, love and appreciate me, then they will want to act accordingly. So by the way they act, then I'm going to naturally want to submit to them. Um, the whole should, that's a whole, that's a word. I'm gonna kick that word. I'm gonna let me erase that. Erase
You
that word.
ready?
Like, yeah,
Oh,
just erase
oh.
that off.
Okay,
Oh,
now I'm gonna have to give you a little bit of pushback though.
oh,
Now,
come
although I
on. Look,
do,
you talking to
oh,
a
you
woman
want?
with a master's degree in communications, baby. Come on with it.
What in the
Okay,
world?
okay, and you are talking to the knowledge and relationships himself, the creator. But anyways, let me go ahead
Mm.
and give you this pushback now, right?
I'm definitely going with the
So
pushback too.
yeah,
with
although
love,
like
with love.
Now,
With love, though.
I do disagree. I'm sorry, I do agree with you on what you're saying, right? Because I do feel like most men should kind of earn that right for a woman submission. You can't really demand it. It has to be something within you. But
Mm-hmm.
this is an entertainment channel, so
Okay.
I can't just sit back and just be, just agree with you 24/7. So let me give my pushback. So my
Okay.
pushback is that, well, does that make you overall a non-submissive woman or a
No.
part-time submissive woman? Because the thing is, right, you're only submissive to ones that you feel that is worthy to submit to. But what if the guy does have the potential, but he's making just, human error and mistakes? Are you going to count that against him and be like, well, I'm not going to listen to you because you don't know what you're doing? Or are you going to be, patient enough to submit his authority and then see what you can work with?
Okay. No, I will be patient and caring, and I can go along to get along, to a degree. Um, However, when you said the word authority, that's kind of a trigger. Okay, let me back this up and say this. For a lot of women, I know
Mm-hmm.
men have some mental health and emotional issues too. For a
Mm-hmm.
lot of women, especially Black women, we have faced some trauma when it comes to the men in our lives. In our lives, we're supposed to love and protect us. Our fathers, our uncles, our brothers, granddaddy, some man in an authoritative role or a loving role, someone that was supposed to provide something for us, created trauma. And so for some women, we take a long time to heal. We don't heal. We suppress. I ain't dealing with that. And we take on these other characteristics that creates barriers around
Mm-hmm.
our spiritual self, our heart, our soul. And so when a man who genuinely wants to love us and come in try to, be that, it's like, I don't know, you know, I don't know. We give a little resistance. And so that whole submission thing is, and I can only speak for me. I go to therapy because I had some daddy issues at the wazoo. And I had issues on jobs where me and the male managers, we didn't get along, because I know they're my
Mm-hmm.
manager, but if I feel like you're talking down here to me and not right here to me, and then, baby, something wells up inside of me like, how, no, you're not. And so that's why I'm
Yeah.
going, like, I have to feel that he's not trying to be overbearing. And like you said, authoritative, like, something about that authoritative word just does something to me. Like, I don't know.
Well, let's
Um,
try to dissect that because I know you
Can
said
I
that's
can
a
I dig deeper? Can I dig deeper, please? If I may, please,
Go
please, if
ahead.
yeah,
I
yes,
may,
Mister Best of World.
if
What?
I may,
Yeah.
please. Listen, listen. I keep telling women this all the time. You always have to be submissive, okay? But I call it smart submissiveness, right? And this is why I say that. Now,
Mhm.
it's smart submissiveness because you're going to be submissive no matter what, because you want to attract, you want to attract men to you. You get more bees with honey. That's just what it is. Men have ego, we have pride, and I mean, we all try to battle it. We all try to keep it under control, but it's a part of us, right? Just like women at times, what I mean, they rely too much on their emotions sometimes. Sometimes it's not all the time. Men are not always prideful. Women are not always emotional. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think people just take those terms and stretch them, right? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Or they project off of their experiences, right? Oh, all women are emotional. You can't talk to them. Oh, all men are prideful. They like this. No, no, no. You're projecting from your experience. So basically, the reason why you do smart submissiveness and femininity is so that you can weed out the men who are not leaders. You know what I'm saying? Who are not going to lead you in the right way. So that way you're staying in your feminine, you're staying submissive. And if he does not act accordingly to that, you can just keep moving, move to the side. You know what I mean? You keep going. You know what I'm saying? I think it's good, sister, that you understand who you are, right? And
Hmm.
you understand that, look, I am working on different things. You know what I mean? Because everybody's working on something, right? Ideally, we all are. whether
Yeah.
we share it publicly or not, right? So everybody's working on something, or needs to change something sometimes in most retrospect because we're not perfect. So as you're working on things, right? And
Mm-hmm.
as you're growing and being better, you know what I mean? That's when you just mature and things become better. You know what I'm saying? And I think with women, I know that sometimes, okay, you don't want to get messed around on, you don't want to get dogged out, you don't want to have a pregnancy by a guy who's not worth it. I know, I get
Mhm.
all those things. I get it. I get all those things. The thing is that, what I'm saying, with dealing with that, you remain in your character and you see if he has a character to match, right? If I'm not walking as a man and leading and walking in my kingship, how can I expect to attract the queen, right? If I'm always afraid that she's going to leave or she's going to be ratchet or oh man, she's going to the club tonight. I wonder if she's talking to another guy. If I'm always on that stance, then how can I be walking in my kingship? And I think women do
Yeah.
the same thing. They overthink it sometimes, and that's why they end up with the results that they end up with. Trust the process. Trust yourself, and and your energy will attract the right energy. And if the energy is off, I think women sometimes feel like they have to talk to a man. You know what I mean? Even if his energy's off, no, just say, "Hey, look, brother, energy's off. I think you're a cool guy. Our energies don't align. You know what I mean? Have a good day." Or
Yeah.
I just see you as a friend or an associate, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Be clear and direct, but stay in your femininity, stay submissive, and things will work out. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
well
say
said
this.
on that part.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like, and definitely well said. Like in all seriousness, like it's good that you have that mindset because the thing is, it helps you to discern certain types of men that are not really worthy of you submitting to them. Like you want to find a good person who is like husband material and who is going to lead you in the right direction. I have family members who had like pretty much um lousy husbands, unfortunately.
Mm,
Most of them were bums, and they didn't really do anything. They didn't work. They didn't even clean the house. My aunties was doing all the work, working, cleaning, take care of the kids. Now, her life did not get any better until she divorced her husband and found someone else who was more qualified. And he have a stable job, well actually a good career, hardworking, not lazy, and my auntie's life elevated, by marrying the right type of man who's gonna really be there to take care of her and run the household.
okay.
You know, so yeah, keep doing what you're doing, um, and hopefully, like you find, the right type of, man that's gonna really be there to help lead the household, or help lead correctly. And last thing, because I know the authority is still like a trigger word, and I still kind of want to dig deep into that, but I'll let you go ahead and talk because this is your show anyway, so
I want to say
you
this
can
last
start.
part, but before the sister
Mm-hmm.
rocks out, let me say this last part.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, if sometimes a man has to be authority, sometimes he has to
Mm-hmm.
be assertive based on different life situations. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna want him to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you want him to have intelligent authority, right?
Yeah.
What I mean, intelligent assertiveness. So it means that he's not being overbearing. He's not being a caveman, but he's also, you know what I'm saying, using his mind as well as his emotions to lead you in the correct way and say, okay, you know what, honey, we not doing that, and these are the reasons why, right? It's reasonable. It's not like be quiet, we ain't doing that, go in the room. Like it's not that. It's like he's telling you, look, honey, look, I'm this not gonna work for us, or this not gonna work for our finances. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to figure that out. Let's come up with a plan. Or we can't do that right now. Or you know what? We maybe can't do that ever because that's gonna be detrimental to both you and me and to possibly the kids as well, right?
And see, I can
And I would say
respect all that.
lastly, yeah, lastly, I'll say this last part, sister. I'll say the last part. Um, I think lastly also, you know, A real man will allow you to still be empowered. You know what I mean? Have your career, have your passions, do those things, and he can still leave. Right? We're not saying that he's gonna come in and tell you stay at home, don't work, and none of that. You know, he'll leave that option open for you if that's possible. If you financially are able to do that. But you know, what I mean, if you're not, or if you have a career passion that you want to do, he would accept that and he'll be good with that. You know, you both can do your passions and you both can do what you love to do, and still come together as a unit and be a family. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sister, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening and I'm taking in everything you're saying, and I can respect that. So yes, I know that we have to allow space for men to be who they are, how they choose to operate, and like I'm all for that. Um, and I respect a man who has the intelligence to know how to handle our household. Like I totally vibe with that. What I'm saying is, for me, I know how to operate in my feminine, which I tend to operate more in my feminine energy than my masculine. And I want people to understand we all possess both of those. It's not about your sexuality. It's about how you operate on a day to day business. I mean, day to day, day to day. And again, there's many articles, Google links. Look it up. It's There's so much information out there. No one should be ignorant to what feminine and masculine energy is all about. Anywho, um, but to attract a man, like when I say I operate in my femininity, I know who I am. Like my poem said, I know the power that I possess. I, there are these little things that I do intentionally and subtly, to attract someone, whether it's for romantic reasons or just for, I think you should get to know me. I think I want to have a conversation with you. Even if it's just business related. I want to tell you, from a little girl, I knew how to access my powers. I've gotten myself out of trouble in school with some of my male teachers. Even though I was guilty as the day is long, I knew how to say just the right thing and do the right thing. And also because I had built up a character, they kind of knew me. I know I'm probably going to get some points taken off of my Heaven's Gates, at Heaven's Gates for that. But anyway, so I know how to operate. And there was a lady I used to follow. She changes her name so much on Instagram and Facebook, so I don't know what her name is now. But she considered herself like this feminine or divine, like alchemist. And I really appreciated her, how she would explain and outline the feminine and masculine, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, um, so I'm not one of those that I'm just digging my heels in. I'm not listening to any man. But as one of the other ladies mentioned, something about, well, no, my statement is different from hers. Sorry. If I feel like someone is talking at and down to me and they're treating me like I'm a little girl, that's where that authority comes in because of how my dad was with me. Look, my therapist got notes on top of notes, and so that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I can feel energies. And if I feel any touch of you trying to control me like I'm your child or your pet, I'm out. Exit stage laugh. And
Man,
I'm at
I
the age
understand.
now, I'm not dealing with someone who doesn't recognize what I can bring. And I hate to say this, I'm not even going to say that word. What I can bring to the space that we occupy together. I'm not going to say the other word. What I can bring to the space that we occupy together. I just feel like if I don't feel respected and honored, why am I going to give you all of me and respect and honor you the way you feel you deserve and you're not giving it back?
Mm,
Mhm.
I understand that totally. I think I can definitely relate to that because I grew up in an environment where everything was controlled, right? Controlled, 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 and there wasn't a space for me to be myself. So I was thinking about that, yesterday. I was like, man, that was so traumatizing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And now as an adult, it does affect you, right? Because when
Mhm.
you're being talked down to, when you're being told that you're lesser, and it's like they're programming you, they're programming that into you. So now when you become an adult, you gotta change the rhetoric, right? You gotta change the rhetoric. Yet you still have to maintain your life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you're doing double duties, and that's very, very hard. And people don't understand a lot of times how hard that could be. But but yeah, you know what I mean. I think that it's great that you know where you're at. You know what you want to do, and you know what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with, and that's fantastic. So yeah, definitely salute to you, sister, as always. You know how we do.
Salute,
You know
salute.
what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
and I definitely, implore working on yourself as much as possible. You know what I mean? In
Yes,
all
honey.
aspects.
Because I
Hmm.
feel like I'm the my alter ego is Harley Quinn. You know how she come across. There's moments where she's laughing and she's still gonna hit you with her bat, or she's still gonna
Oh
blow some
wow.
up. You know.
Oh wow. We found out a lot right now about this interview.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not
She
gonna
said
lie. I
Harley
feel like when I
Quinn.
asked her that submissive question, I feel like she was gonna hit me with a bat somewhere, you know. But
Yeah, she rolled up her sleeves and all that. She was ready for
I
you.
know.
Look,
Yo,
Man.
yo,
God
good
gave
thing
me
we're
a
hiding
mouth.
behind the internet.
God gave me a mouth. I know how to use it. Anyway, go
Okay,
ahead now.
okay.
Amen.
Right. She's like, yeah, this mouth's gonna hit you through the TV screen. Keep playing with me. And then we have more people tuning in. Okay, Audrey Reader. Oh
That's
no,
my
Audrey
cousin,
Redder.
Reader. That's my baby
Oh,
cousin,
okay.
my birthday twin. Hey, baby girl.
Shout out to Audrey Reader.
What's up? What's up? Salute
Good to see
everyone.
you. Good to see you.
Um,
Yes.
since you guys are and ladies are new, please like us like on YouTube and feel free to subscribe. Liking and subscribing is always free. We
Yes,
will
please
in
like
a
and
minute
subscribe.
be able to open up the live chat. So I want to make sure I put a disclaimer. So we do have like two more questions,
Okay.
QB, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the live stream, right?
Okay.
Unless if you have to end it yourself. So the way how it goes, um, after when we answer the questions, sorry, after we ask all the questions, we put the live chat for anybody that want to join in. That could be friends, family members,
Mm.
up to like a party of 10 on the StreamYard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And three, I
so,
broke I broke down the
hmm?
process to her earlier. I asked her about like when we add people up and what we should do, and she already told me. So yeah, we
Okay,
good to go.
okay,
We rocking. Yeah, we rocking. We know
all
what to
right,
do. Yeah,
okay, cool. As long as you understand the process is all good. But
yeah.
while we record it, I just gotta put it out there. All right,
Yes,
so
sir.
number 5. What is the one thing or several would you like to know about men?
Mm.
Why do men act so clueless at times when it comes to? Okay, this is not. Okay, let me just say it. When
Hmm.
it comes to, say, gift giving or catering, like, how do y'all not pay attention to what makes your woman's heart smile? And people look at me crazy when I say make their heart smile. You can tell when someone's heart is smiling by the look
Mm-hmm.
on their face and how they treat you. And so
Mm.
if we're watching a movie, there's when I tell you, because I pay attention, you're looking at your woman, her eyes may twinkle or squint a certain way, and her smile is a little different, and she giggles and laughs, or she just does something really sweet and cute, and let you know that, okay, that triggers something within her. You're at a store and she's looking at something a little bit longer. She may pick it up like, you have to notice her mannerisms. So it's like, why do men though act so clueless? You know, and then they go out and
Hmm.
get these cookie cutter generalized gifts when 1,000 people in America got that because Walmart sell 1 million of them. And
Well,
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold
I,
on. Hold on. Hold on, sis. Are you trying to say that we need to be mind readers? Hold
not
on.
mind.
Hold
You ain't
on.
gotta be a mind reader. Watch the menu. Okay,
I got the
let me
answer
let
for
me let
that.
me put y'all to the test real quick.
I'm kind of messing with her. I
Oh,
know what she's talking about, but I'm messing with her
Since we've been on this
yeah.
live,
though.
what are about 3 to 5 things you've learned about me that if you had to go pick out me a birthday gift, you could pick out something you think I would like?
Oh, that's
Well,
easy. Oh, go ahead,
mhm.
M3.
Well, I definitely know that I would probably get you like a poetry book, you know, but I know you like the digital ones as well too. But see, you're a creative person, so I would have to get you the digital well, sorry, I would have to get you the iPad, right, with the little stylus. Okay, and I have to get you like another book, but I'll have to surprise you with it. So you may think this is like a regular notebook or a journal or something. So I'll probably play around, but hey, I got you a journal. That way you can write out all your thoughts and your feelings. And then when you open it up, you're like, oh, I don't have to write this. I could just
Say your
type in my
feelings.
feelings. Or you could write it with a stylus, however you want it. It's still the same, you know. But it's like the first few lines of the conversation. It's like, oh, okay, I know like what her interests and her hobbies are, and the things that she really enjoys. You seem the type of person, right? Now, I may not know your exact love language, but I could assume that you like probably quality time, or I would say like gifts or words of affirmation. That's my guessing. That is. That doesn't mean that I actually know exactly to the T, but
You're
just
on
by having a
point.
conversation, yeah. See,
And as far
you know
as
what I mean?
gifts, you don't have to spend $100. You really don't
Oh
have to
no,
spend
no, don't worry. I
$50.
will not.
You know, I like homemade stuff. I like something that shows you
Hmm.
really paid attention to me. Put a note in my purse. Show me that you paid attention to me. You know, I don't know. I'm not gonna give away all my cheat codes. You gotta learn. There
Well, that's the same. Well, you know what? That's the same thing about us, right? Here's the thing. Now, normally I wouldn't even give the spoiler away, right?
Oh.
But see, the thing is, we know, but I'll just give a little hint. No, I'm just gonna just say it. A lot of us were cheap. We don't feel like putting the extra effort into like buying like these gifts. Although we can be creative ourselves when we want to be, and I
Mhm.
think that's where the problem is. A man just feels like, well, let me just buy her something that's generic, and then just slap her around and just go on about my business. You know, but the time and effort to do something, it's just like, look, we could get kind of lazy, and I will give you that. And so by us playing clueless is kind of like a get out of jail free card.
And
Now,
that's why you don't get none when you go to bed at night. Because
What in the world?
no, well,
so I'm just gonna
speak,
Wait
keep
a
it
minute.
real.
Wait a
yeah, yeah,
minute.
yeah.
We,
Well,
we
speak,
punishing
speak for
people
the
now?
speak for the other man. you know,
We punishing people now? What in the world? Okay.
hey
Okay.
man.
So we get some questions from the women in the chat. All right. All right. Okay. I like it.
Okay,
We gonna answer all these, and we answering all these
right,
questions.
right, right, right. Because
All right. So
man,
let me
go
answer
ahead.
Q's questions first. Let me answer the question first. Okay.
Q's
So for
question
me,
is it
yeah,
in
because
chat? Oh,
she asked what
oh,
I
oh,
would
oh,
get
oh, you
her
talking about that?
the
Yeah.
gift. Yeah. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
for me, the one thing is that, okay, let's say I know it's your birthday, right? If I know it's your birthday,
Hmm.
um, one, when you wake up, what I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure that I leave like a card or something right next to the bedside, right? I'm gonna act like I don't know where it's at or whatever, and then you wake up, you're like, oh, what's that? And then you'll see it, and it'll be like a card, like with a teddy bear or something like that. You know what I mean? And you'll read the card, you'll read the words and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'll try to do is that I'll try to make, since I do write poetry, I would like do it poetry style inside the card, so that you see it, and then you got a gift, you got the word, you got everything. That's the one creative. And then also, for me, what I mean, because I like to do things somewhat fancy at times. At times, COVID has kind of limited that. You know what I mean? So I would like definitely pick like your favorite restaurant or your favorite food or something like that.
Because girls
Make
like
sure
to
we,
eat.
yeah, make sure that's on deck. You know what I'm saying? And then also, what I would do to kind of create a really good experience is that I would be like, all right, I would get like tickets to like either a cool R&B concert or like a poetry slam. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Something that
you're
I
trying to
know
rack up
that,
the brownie points.
yeah, but I mean, because I know it's something that that you would enjoy, that I would enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And then if I do take you like to the concert or something like that, and it's somebody that you like, I would try to get it where that person kind of like meets you or something like that. Are you able to get the VIP treatment? You know what I mean? Like I would actually plan it out. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I try to do. Mm. Most of the times when I do gifts, I try to plan it out, but it could be difficult. It could be difficult. You know what I mean? And since like most of the time everybody got everything already. Like if you've been with somebody for a minute, like they done got everything. Like they done got the phone, they done got the tablet, they done got the computer, they got the car, they got this. It's like, dang, okay, what else can I get her? Should I buy her some more? Should I buy her some more perfume? Should I
No,
buy her some more bath salt? Like she, I done did all the creative things I can do. Like I done bought her this, I done bought her the teddy bear, I done bought her the chocolates, I done bought her the flower, I done did all this stuff. Like, man, okay, she got everything. You know what I mean? Like, I done bought the gaming system for her, everything. Like everything she asked for, I done gave her. So I think that sometimes as men, I don't think it's because I can speak for myself. I don't. It's not the fact that I will become lazy or I have become lazy or anything like that, or I do become lazy at times. I think it's just the fact of sometimes, because I'm always doing little things already. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that thing, I'm like, dang, okay, I already bought that. Dang, I already bought that. Dang, I already bought that.
okay,
I gotta dig in my bag and be more creative because like I'm already doing things or she will have access to things already. You know what I mean? So it's like she's like, oh man, okay, well I already got like more. Already got a bunch of that stuff already. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a bunch of these or a bunch of that because I know that she loves them. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that. Or if if I'm in a place of business where they sell the things that person likes, I'm like, I'm gonna get that for them. You know what I mean? And so I always do that. You know what I mean? For retrospect. So
can I give you fellas a little free game and
oh,
take
go
no-
for it.
take
Go
notes
for it.
because this is a very serious. You won't get too much free game from me. um,
Oh wow.
Okay.
no, because we can't give you everything. You got to work for some of it. Okay, so if
What,
you
now,
are
what is this work thing? What is going on right now?
you don't just show up to work and then sit on your booty and then get a check in 2 weeks. So you got to work
Oh
anyway.
my gosh. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, so if you are in a committed relationship, I would suggest this for anyone who's either engaged and you have a wedding date set, or you are married. So someone who's just really dating and you don't know where you are, I wouldn't do this. So those that are further down the road, go to Pandora or any place that sells similar bracelets. And so start out with buying a charm that represents your relationship or something that represents something about her, you, whatever. Make it very personal. As the years go on in your relationship, add another charm, add another charm. Or if you wanted to start buying charms now, and so leading up to the wedding date or your anniversary, give her all the charms. Some women just like a bracelet. It can have one charm on it, but definitely start collecting charms. And that would be one way that you show your woman you truly cherish her, you love her, you pay attention to her. And when I say, I can't say because it's only 9 o'clock here and it's probably whatever time there. Let's just say it will make for a very happy relationship. That's just one part of it though. So yeah. So fellas, y'all better write that down. And ladies, y'all better start dropping these hints. Fellas, but y'all gotta start learning how to read your woman as well. Thank you for coming to my
Well,
TED Talk.
well,
Don't
well,
worry.
listen.
I would happily
I know.
timestamp this golden nugget.
Yeah, I know how to do all that. I know how to do all that, sister. I know how to do all
But
that. You
you
know what I'm
may,
saying?
but there may be somebody listening who doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. To the brothers out there, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
QB is having classes, but you may have to pay for them.
Right,
Okay,
right.
yeah. The
You know what I'm
first is
saying?
free. The second
Hmm.
is, look, you got to wait on the QSJ Consulting website coming soon. Like, I'm very
Oh my.
serious. I
Mm.
I have a lot of services and gifts to offer.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to help people curate gifts. Like, some people just don't know how, men or women. They don't know how to put together a gift basket for their special someone. And that's what I'm doing,
Mm.
along with other consulting services, but that's just one part of it. So
Okay,
stay
okay.
tuned.
One
All
gift
right,
I
but
gave, I ordered. I
mhm.
went for it was Christmas time, and I ordered this tote bag, right? And the tote bag had all the beauty supplies inside of it. So it had the bath soap, it had the bath salt soap, it had like the beauty bars, it had all that up in there. So they just thought it was a tote bag. But I was like, nah, open the bag, and the bag had all in there. Like, oh snap! Like it was pretty cool. It was creative. No, I mean, thank you, Amazon. Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, so we got to get to Audrey's question, and we about to
Yeah.
drop that link after this too, because I want because Audrey, if you come up here, come up here. We would love that. Go ahead and
Yeah.
go to Audrey's question, brother, if you can.
Okay, so we have three questions. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold
How
on. Let
many?
me go back. Oh no, hold on.
We got
Update. We got
four.
four questions. Wait,
Okay.
hold on. I will use the new Trump. Okay. Hold on. Yo, we might have to drop the link real soon though. Good thing this is like
Drop
the
that
to
link in
last.
three. Drop it, man. We here.
I have no choice but to because
Yeah.
she's asking a whole lot of curious questions. So let me go ahead and start with the first one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so actually, let me read off. So question one, she says, "Do men? Oh, this is a question for us. Do men really
Yeah.
want a damsel in distress, or do they prefer a strong type of woman?" Let me just break
Mm.
it down short.
Mm.
Neither. Okay. You
Okay.
know, I don't want nobody coming to me right when you need something, and then when I help you out or try to give you some advice, then you be like, "Oh, I don't need you. I don't need no man to help me or whatever. I'm a strong type of independent woman." So no, I don't need neither of that. Okay, I'll debunk that real quick. Mr. Best
Damn.
World, you want to answer the second one?
So
I answered
before
the first one.
wait a minute. Before he start,
Huh?
there's a reason why many women are strong and independent. We're not that by choice; it's by force sometimes. But okay, go ahead.
Hold on, I gotta answer the first one. I gotta answer the first one.
You want
We
to answer
gotta.
further? Okay.
Who? It depends on the situation for me. Like, if you're a damsel in distress and it makes sense, then yes, okay. But if you always a damsel in distress, then nah, we're gonna turn the bad signal off. Like, I'm not running out here like
Yeah, man.
Superman every time something happened to you. Like, that's not happening, sister. You're gonna have to call the police or something like that. I can't do it all the time. A strong
Mm-hmm.
type of woman, I do like my women, not that I like them assertive, but I do like them to be I like them to have their own personality, right? And sometimes with some women, they like their
Mm.
whole personality is you, and I can't do that. Like, I can't be your all and end all. Like, you kind of gotta have stuff you like to do. I don't like that. Oh, whatever you like. I don't want that. No, no.
Don't worry
You
about
gotta have
that
some
prayer.
personality. Yeah, you gotta have some personality. Sister, you ain't got no personality. You ain't got nothing about you. I'm cool. I don't even want to talk to you. I'm good. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Mm.
Second question.
Okay.
We here.
All right. And then also look, feel free to join in as well too.
Yeah.
Support your sister. If you're on Twitch, join in because this is going to
Yes.
get real spicy. And let me see. It says, okay, hold on. Now I got to add that question into it. Okay. Argue with the questions. You
We
keep
got
them
Let's go,
five.
coming.
baby.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's go.
No, it was like what's it? Hold on, 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. Okay, okay. So she says, question number 10. She says, "Do men get less horny when they get older?"
No, they just
Mm,
function differently. But
Mm-hmm. Some of them may not be able to get that thing up, but that's why you have medication, Viagra. What about you,
you
Mister
got
Best?
you got to be careful with the medication because sometimes you may have to go to the doctor if you don't if something. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. We heard about that, but it's not the fact that we get less of anything. It's the fact that um, because our emotions and our mind starts to connect. You know what I mean? It impacts everything, including our intimacy drive, right? When you're young and you're dumb and all you want to do is just knock everything down, right? Your mind and your body ain't connected. It ain't connected, okay? Pre 35, you are really, really just like an animal, honestly. Like, you were just like, yeah.
a
I'm
bull
just
in
being honest. I'm being
a
honest
bull in the
of how we
china
are.
shop.
Pretty much. You know what I mean? Pre 35, you're an animal. Like, your mindset is just like, man, I would knock down everything in this mall, like, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just that's but that's our genetic makeup. It's not the fact that we don't. It's not the fact that we're trying to be unfaithful or we hate women, and it ain't nothing like that. It's just hormonally and just the way your
Mm-hmm.
body physics are between 18 and 34. You just an animal. I mean, I hate to tell women that, but I'm just gonna be frank with you. That's just really what it is. You know what I mean? Now, after
Mm-hmm.
35, right, your mind and your body starts to connect. You become more conscious, more aware, and you know what I'm saying, you really start to understand your emotions better. You start to understand women's emotions better, and then boom, your mind and everything else, it just comes together. You know what I mean? It just comes together. Now you do have to do things like Blaze Brown is saying with your diet and things of that nature and your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
That also impacts that as well.
Okay.
But and that's also a part of it. So yeah, so all that is included. Your lifestyle, but from just a mindset and an emotion aspect, you're more mature, and
Mm.
now you understand what love making and all that is about. So now what used to get you going now, because you understand, what you look for and what it is about a woman. Now those things don't even get to you. You can see a girl and guys be jumping all over and hooping and hollering, but if you look at her and you read her body language and you read her aura as a woman, you'll be completely turned off. And she could be the most good looking woman in the whole place, but her identity and who she is, you able to recognize it because now you matured as a man. So yeah, that's the best way to explain it.
Yeah, and last thing, I'll just add this to it. Once you get accustomed to a certain type of woman,
Mm-hmm.
especially like if you live with her for X amount of years, it's not like you fall out of attraction, but it's like the horniness is not. It's not up there like how it was like when you first met her.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that's why a lot of men struggle with when it comes to dealing with multiple women because it's that newness is that we're looking for. But I think that's
Mm-hmm.
like that in anybody. To be honest with you, okay. Let me
Okay.
see. Now
Question
the
number
other
three.
question. She says, "What do men mean when they see a woman and they say she's wifey type, bro? Well, wifey material, bro. Just based off of looks, can all women be wifey type if that's the case?"
No,
Okay.
no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not based on looks, sister.
Come on,
It's
baby
not
girl,
based
with
on.
the
It's
questions.
terrible.
It's not based on looks at all. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm-hmm.
goes beyond that, right? You know, I mean,
I'm gonna say that
oh,
question.
unicorn. Okay, unicorn. I see you.
Oh,
I
I
see
got
you,
it up.
unicorn. Let's
I
all right.
got
Let's get it.
it.
Let's get it. We here with this. So, nah, it's not about the looks at all. It's really about who she is as a person. You know what I mean? Like, it's you see her. She does look good, right? So she's not gonna be ug mug, right? But she'll be attractive. But then it's the things she does outside of that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's you come over the house and see her, or y'all go out and you're like y'all spend time or whatever y'all doing, and she's just doing little things like she's like, oh, honey, let me, we're out in this restaurant, and what, I'm gonna pay for the tip, or honey, man, I know you really like sports. Hey, I got these tickets for you, and she's just doing and thinking of things, what I mean, about you and for you. She's in tune with your family. She's in tune with how you feeling as a man. She's asking you different things. You know what I mean? Like not only is she cooking and she's preparing the meals, but she's asking you what kind of foods you like. She's introducing you to new foods. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, you know what, honey? I read this today, and I thought this would inspire you. What you thought? You thinking about inspiring me? Oh man, like man, men go crazy for that. I
Mm-hmm.
know it sounds small, but we go crazy for that because a lot of times, men, we don't feel like we're thought about. We feel like we gotta always do. You know what I mean? We
Mm.
feel like we the ones that we gotta. We always told you gotta lead, you gotta do this, you gotta take care of the house, so you gotta do this, you gotta do that. So we always feel like we gotta do. So when a woman starts showing you that she's willing to do, oh man, that's wifey material right there.
And see,
So yeah.
that's when a woman is submissive, when she's willing to do those things that cater to your spirit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I want us as people to start thinking of life in spiritual terms, not religious, but spiritual, because we are spirit beings in a fleshly body. So, when you cater to someone's spirit, their inner being, it reflects on the outside. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
you keep trying to cater to that part of them, the relationship is only going to get better. Yes, relationship has hills and valleys and craters.
Yep.
However, it's how you do it together that determines how you get through it all. That's my 2.5 cents because my price went up. So Okay.
Oh damn. Okay.
What?
But,
M3. What about you, brother? I'm gonna put
oh,
the
I
question
just
back up. I got you. I got you.
okay. Thank you. Thank you. What do men mean when they say? Oh, sorry. When they see a well, okay. What I was gonna say was like, no, it's not based off like looks at all because looks does not make you wifey material. Actually, Mister
Nope.
Best in the World, you already kind of broke it down, but I'll just reiterate again. It's about your character, okay? That makes you wifey material. The things that you do and you present yourself that makes a man feel appreciated to see what type of woman that you really are. If you're a woman with bad character, with good looks, that all the man's gonna do is just want to sleep with you. And that's about
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
You
Pretty
know,
much.
hit it, quit it, pass you to the side to his homies. But other than
Hmm.
that, if you're wife material, he's gonna want to put a ring on it.
Yeah. Yo, I'm
Okay,
loving the way the
oh,
sisters is bringing these questions. I
okay,
love this.
okay,
Yeah, I love
Come
this.
on, my
Let's go,
sisters.
sisters. Come on, I'm ready. I
Yeah.
love
okay.
this.
Let me see. Okay, Audrey. Before I get to your two questions, let me get to a unicorn, and I'm gonna get to like Gwen Henderson real quick, okay? And then we'll go back to you. But man, keep up with questions. All right, Mr. Best of World. This
Yes.
question is for you. She says,
Okay.
so should a woman only date a man 35 plus to have better sexual and mental experience?
Mm.
Um. Who? I would say in most cases yes, but not all. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
it can vary because at the end of the time, at
Shit.
certain points, there's certain men, you know what I mean, who have been through different things. And then three, if you could just pin the stream yard to the chat so they can just see it. You know what I mean, ladies, you can y'all all are welcome to come up. Y'all all are welcome to come
Look,
up.
y'all come on up here and join this crew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
come
like
on up.
yeah, I pinned it already, but oh,
Yeah.
and to clarify, Blaze Brown's asked me can I share her YouTube channel. It is under the description, but let me go ahead and pull up. Go ahead, Mr. Best
Yeah.
World. Give me about a
So
second.
yeah, so yeah, the you know what I mean, the experiences varies because there's some brothers who are younger than 35 and they're focused and they really are looking for a wifey material, right? They're looking for that. They have the mindset and they have everything. They have the emotional thing, the spiritual thing on point. All those things are on point. And let's say they also physically on point too. They're working out. They're doing those things of that nature. Whatever. Right? That doesn't mean that man's not gonna have problems because all men is gonna have problems. All people have problems. Men and women both. So y'all gonna go. You still gonna go through the. As QB was saying, you're gonna go through the peaks and valleys, the highs and lows. It's just life. Okay, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, there's some men who do have that mindset, but most of the time, it's after 35 when a man is really focused on really building a core relationship. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Before that, most men I feel are still trying to find themselves, and I mean, and I've seen it from all types of men. I've seen it from men who have been raised in a two parent home, like my brother. He was raised in a two-parent home. You know what I mean? He had bank accounts at 18. He had cars at 18. You know what I mean? Everything in his life was kind of mapped out for him, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? But as for me, I didn't grow up with my dad. It was a little bit different. I had to, develop my stuff. I had to get my own bank account, things of that nature. So, but we both matured around the same time. You know what I mean? Which is within our 30s and our mid to late 30s. We started to mature a lot more. Before that, like I said, our mindsets was just what it was. You
Okay.
know what I mean? And we've learned to just grow as men and we become better as men. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say 35 and up. Sisters 35 and up. That's when we really are focused. It doesn't mean that our whole life is perfect or everything's together because it doesn't mean that. But it means that we know who we are, we know what we're looking for, we know what we want, and we also know what we're willing to put up with and not put up with. All
Okay.
right. So yeah, we have standards at that point. All right, and
Mm-hmm.
we ain't breaking those standards for nobody because we done been through it and done seen it, and we ain't trying to go through that again. So yeah,
Shout out to Blaze Brown for like the new sub for
Thank
yeah,
QB.
you.
Thank you for
yeah.
subbing, and then everybody, uh, yeah, take the time to like just go to her YouTube channel real quick, and then just hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well too. And then I gotta welcome Queen in the building.
Queen, what's going on, Queen? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
What's up, guys? What's up? I'm about to mess
You
up your
forgot my
name.
name?
No, I'm about to mess up her name.
QueBee. Just call me
Kubila.
Q or
Kubila.
QB.
Kubila. That's pretty.
Thank you.
What's
All
up?
right, Queen.
What's up,
Queen, so
Red Light Special?
Queen, do you have a do you have a question that you want to ask real quick? You
No,
know what
I
I
just
mean?
wanted to jump on and bother y'all and support my sister. That's all.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Queen, thank you. You sure you don't got nothing you want to add? Because before we remove you, we want you to make sure you
Why
ain't
Oh,
got
you
nothing to
always
add.
gotta remove me?
Because we conducting an interview,
No, you
Queen.
ain't got to remove. See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all need
why
to
you gotta
let
say y'all? I didn't even say anything.
We love
I
you,
know
Queen.
you
We
just
love
did
you.
it, M3. Y'all need to
We love you,
let a
Queen.
black sister live, man. Just
You
leave
living,
me
Queen. You're fine. You
alone.
are fine.
Let me be up here and support. Nah,
Do
Well,
you
for
have
she
real.
Do
can.
you have anything to say though? Really, what do you have to say? I'm gonna be listening.
No, I was just, I was just coming on here to give y'all a hard time as usual and support y'all. That's it. I like to
Oh wait,
support
I'm
y'all.
sorry, wrong button.
Yeah, wrong button, M3. Whatever. I'm gonna get my buttons and we gonna have a battle. Watch.
All
Yeah, I got
right, good
you.
luck.
I'm gonna win. Sisters
Oh,
always
best,
come out on top.
best in the
Nah.
world. Let Queen stay up for like a little bit. I'm for
Yeah, let
sure
me
that
stay for a little bit. Let me live. Leave me alone,
we're
okay.
best in
gonna
the
be nice
world.
to her.
You
Just
got
just
10 minutes.
for one day.
You
No,
got
I ain't.
10
Don't
minutes.
clock my
Literally, you
time,
got 10
baby.
minutes.
Don't
You got
clock my
10 minutes,
time.
literally.
Don't
You got
clock
10
my
minutes.
time.
All right.
Let me
Okay,
be.
so
Okay.
so we
Let
got
me get to the questions real quick. Hold
yeah,
on.
let's get to the other questions.
Okay.
We got more. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
They really brought these
'Cause
questions on for real.
oh man. Okay. Hold on for a second. I'm trying to find. Okay, where I start at.
Gwen.
You need some help, M3?
So
No,
Gwen.
No,
no, he
I'm
doesn't
good.
need help. I got him.
So Gwen
Thank.
Henderson had a question about
Oh, my
men.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this one. So should women wait for a man to mature?
Mm.
Well, I would say this. If you listen,
Mm-hmm.
it all depends on what you want to put up with. That's what relationships really boil down to. What are
Mm-hmm.
you willing to put up with? If you love this person and you feel like you really want to work this out with him and you want to wait for him to mature, that is your choice. But understand that is your choice. All right? That doesn't mean that it's gonna work out in the time frame that you believe that it's gonna work out. Okay? All right. So remember, you kind of. I'm not saying you setting yourself up for failure. You know what I mean? But that's a potential. You know what I mean? Because you are basically putting an expectation on someone, and you don't know when it's gonna happen. Okay? You know what I mean? So the potential for failure is very, very. I ain't gonna say it's very high, but it's really
It's
there.
high.
Yeah, it's there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And when it's there like that, then you know what I mean. The best thing for a woman to do at that point, I'm not saying explore options. I'm not saying to do that because if you really love somebody and you need time to heal and you need time to get over them, then take that time, right? Because you may still be you may still be in love with that person, right? That happens. So if you're still in love with him, okay, I love this guy. He ain't ready to be where I'm at. I really feel all these emotions. You know what I mean? So what am I to do? What am I to do? You know what I mean? At that point, just take your time, right? Take your time, heal. You know what I mean? Maybe you need some time away from him, right? Because you know he got to grow. Take your time away from him, and then eventually, either in time, with that time be taken, you'll see either he'll mature, or you have to move on to somebody else. It's one or two options. It's really that simple. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Got to throw my church finger question.
Go for it.
Do men
Mm-hmm.
not recognize that they somehow need to step away as well instead of trying to stay with a woman with his own little one duffel bag and hoping she don't kick him out in the middle of the night? Like, at some point, do y'all step up within yourself and say, let me go get my ish together before I drag this woman now who is potentially a really great woman? Because what's going to happen is while we waiting on y'all dragging your feet, we're going to become harder and more calloused. And the next man going to catch hell for a minute. and that's just not how we intended to be.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's just kind of the cause and effect of things.
Well,
I want to
luckily,
welcome Unicorn. I want
oh
to
yeah.
welcome Unicorn real quick.
Hi,
Unicorn, welcome. How are
unicorn.
you? Unicorn, can you hear us? I know she here, but she'll speak when she can speak. Go ahead, M3. What were you gonna say to that?
Wait, hold on. I see the wait. She unmuted herself. Unicorn, can you speak?
Um, when I hear her,
Okay, no worries. Let me get to like my point. So luckily, I didn't have to
I'm gonna
like
put her
kind of go.
backstage until so she could be
Yeah.
added on.
Luckily, I didn't have to go through that because like I was already work on my way, and I kind of got to a certain point where I had my stuff like together, and then it was like my wife like just kind of we both added on to each other's lives. So ours was like a little different, you know what I mean? But I would just say in general for some people, I would say yeah, I feel like most men should at least be working or get to a point where they have their stuff, at least the bare minimum, slightly established. You don't have to be like a full total package like how people advertise on YouTube and all that stuff. You don't have to have like your
Mm,
six figures on lock, but you have to be emotionally and mentally and spiritually stable enough for you to handle one because that will become your responsibility. Don't worry, I got the hand claps for you as well too though. But yeah, thank you,
I'm a,
thank you,
I'm a,
thank
I'm gonna
you.
say this. I'm gonna say this though to that
Mhm.
point. You got to do it for each other though, because there's gonna be times when a woman she's gonna be kind of having to spearhead things because you may not be able to spearhead it as a man. It could be for a number of reasons. It could be for a number of reasons. You know what I mean? It could be for a number of reasons. There's gonna be times where yes, you are able to be the man. It's all good. It's all good, unicorn.
No,
We,
no
we know what it
problem.
is. You know what I mean?
Come
It's gonna
back
be
if you
times
can.
where you are, yeah, definitely come back. When you are able to be the man and you can do your role, but sometimes, the queen got to take the kingdom for a minute. You know what I mean? Because maybe as a man, you may be going through a storm or just think for things to happen, and she got to be able to hold you down. You know what I mean? And really, you got to be able to hold each other down. It's really a partnership, honestly, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like it
Hmm.
has to become a partnership. That's how the marriages and the relationships really last. To answer your question, QB, I would
Hey,
say,
ladies, how you doing?
yeah, definitely. Shout out to married ladies, opinions. Three married
Opinions?
ladies'
Yeah.
opinions. Okay, cool. Definitely. If y'all got a channel, put it in the. Let us know, and we'll definitely put it in the chat. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, to answer your question, why do men just drag their feet? Is I would say this. You know what I mean? If you see or you feel like a man is dragging his feet, you know what I mean, then you know what I mean, or why do we do that? Is because we don't. You're not giving that man a reason to move on. You're
hmm,
letting him be lazy. You know what I'm saying? And if you're
women, we
letting
gotta
him be lazy,
stop.
yeah, and if you're letting him be lazy, then he's gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Can I say
So
something real adult here? I'm gonna keep it.
no, go for it.
Women, every man has one. Mm, Um, don't let the duffel bag guy get you get you caught up. just,
Oh,
just
She's a duffel bag guy. What is going on here?
that guy
mm.
who don't really have a lot to offer, but he got
He got the
some
duffel
good.
bag to offer.
He got
He
the
got some
fire and
good.
desire. He got the fire and
Hmm.
desire. Okay,
Yeah,
we get you. We get you.
and the
And
thuggish
those
ruggish
be the
bone.
types we as women, and I'm saying we have let them come in and stay a little longer than they should. They give us a whole I'm trying, I'm working, I got this and this in the works and nothing is ever coming to fruition and completion. But
Hmm.
because they lay down the law, it's like, okay, well I'll give you another chance, I'll give you more time. Women, please stop. We owe ourselves better than that. That's why
Mm.
I hope y'all can read
Just
between the
give y'all
lines.
free game,
And
man.
No, no. We definitely read between the lines. I think it happened to both men and women, both,
Hmm.
right? Women can
Hmm.
get, they can get, and I had it happen to one of my family members. He got coochie whooped, and
wow, one
man, and the brother just he couldn't work it out, man. He was just trying to figure it out. I was trying to help him. It was just sad, man. I was like, man, he just gotta let this woman go, but he just couldn't do it because he was just, he was magnetized by that thing. But I think okay, and here's the thing. This is what I think needs to happen more in society, right? And then after that, we'll get to the rest of the questions. What needs to happen more in society is we got to start putting people on certain levels, right? Which means if somebody's just a friend, keep them as a friend, okay? If they're friends with benefits, make that be understood. If they're an associate, make that be understood. If they're husband and wife material, make that be understood. Stop putting
Yeah.
everybody on the same level. Not everybody belongs on the same level, okay? That's just the fact of the matter. You know what I mean? If you don't do all your work in school, you're not going to the next grade. They're gonna leave you back. You know
Yes.
what I mean? Leave some people
Mhm.
back, okay, and progress with others. You know what I mean? If a person is showing that they need to be left back, leave them back, okay. If a person is showing that they are elevating, elevate with them. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're not sure if they're elevating, ask questions. Or if you're sure, just you got to communicate these things, and you kind of got to know what you're willing to put up with, and basically what you want to endure and go through. You know what I mean? It's not a hard thing. It's the fact that we stop really building fundamental relationships. We stop building fundamental friendships.
Hmm.
We just keep putting people on levels they don't belong on, and that's based on not building fundamental relationships. So based on that, we have no standards and boundaries, no guidelines, none of that stuff, and that leads to just bad
Yeah.
relationships, and that's really what it is,
Standards have gone.
all the way down. And three, what's the
Way
next question,
down.
bro? What's the next question?
Okay, hold on for a second. Good answer. He may be packing the good. Don't get caught up if you want more than that. If you okay. Okay, let me get to like the I'll be 67. Okay. Let me
Okay,
get to the last three questions real quick. Okay. Where is it? Okay, so
I got you. Oh, you
this
got
should
it.
be
Okay.
question. Yeah, this should be question number four. Um, and salutes like to Marcus Rodriguez.
Salute
Let
to
me see.
Marcus.
So, how do men feel about? We should probably go one at a time. How do men feel about buying daughter or women feminine hygiene products?
Hmm.
I'll just keep this answer short. I don't feel nothing of it. I don't have children, but if I had a daughter and I had to buy like some feminine products, that's because I'm taking care of my kid.
Okay.
She needs
Yep.
it. I'm going to be there to make sure, but I'm going to make sure that it's the right type of feminine products that she needs. I'm not
Okay.
Yep.
about to allow her to get any like coochie whip type of shit. So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
sometimes like these girls they're kind of fast and they be trying to go overboard. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I give you the right
Pause.
stuff. Boss? Okay.
Pause.
All right.
Pause. I wish I had a red flag, a yellow flag, flag on the plane.
Okay.
Can we, as in the Black community, stop calling our little girls fat? that,
Mm.
that's a whole other conversation.
Okay.
But yes, there are some that mature physically, and there are
Mm-hmm.
some that um put themselves out there to test the waters because of whatever's going on up here as a little teenager. Their
Yeah.
hypothalamus is not fully developed, and so their decision making process is all out of whack, or
Mm-hmm.
the rational decision making process. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but oftentimes, and I'm starting to take this whole to a psychological and a because
No, no,
Go ahead,
sister,
bring
go
it
ahead. We
down.
listening.
this is my lane. Like this is
Okay.
what I've done in my career. So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
there's some girls who are seeking something. There's something mentally and emotionally missing. And so they're
Mm.
seeking attention, they're seeking something. And so we, especially the older generation, like people that are probably 70, 80 now, they were so quick to call young girls fast.
Uh-huh.
And there was something else. Uncle could have been touching them, brother could have been looking at them, cousin could have, so it's a behavior thing. I'm sorry to take it there, but
No,
okay.
it's all good.
I'm sorry,
I,
y'all. I'm like, but
no, it's okay for you to be politically correct. Like it's all
No,
good.
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Drop that knowledge.
because see, I have a degree in sociology.
Oh,
I
okay.
love studying people and spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I love psychology as well.
Right.
So sociology encompasses psychology, social work, and all those aspects of what's happening in society on a micro
Mm-hmm.
and a macro level. I
Okay.
also have worked nonprofits for years. The longest term that I served was at a agency that catered to young parents under 21, and the majority of our clients were sadly 16 and under.
Oh.
So I've had a great deal of experience, and then being me, not gonna definitely peel back this onion layer. Just have had some experience as a young girl, and when
Okay.
I, as a grown up, looking back on those experiences, I'm like, oh, that's why I did what I did at 21 because of what happened at this, that, and
At
whatever. Yes,
yeah, the preteens and all that. Okay.
so
No, but yeah, no, but no. Thanks for like dropping that knowledge like to us, you know. And
you
it's
know,
good to have these type of conversations because if we don't know, you know, we're gonna just say whatever comes out of our mouth, right?
and I had this conversation last night on my birthday bash live. Um, there are just things, especially in the Black community, and not to be
Mhm.
just harping on Black. I'm Black, so I mean that's my life experience.
Yeah.
Um, there are things that we don't our younger generation don't know because
Hmm.
we're not teaching them, and we expect the schools to teach. The school's not going to teach them about how many 20 something year olds know about the Black Panther movement, about those well-known civil rights leaders, the ones that were out there in the streets, like um, Stokely Carmichael, who that's not his name anymore, but Stokely Carmichael and Angela Davis and all of them. How many people know about all of those leaders who did what they did? Shirley Chisholm, anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, because and I take full responsibility too. I didn't teach my son all that he needs to know about certain aspects of life and being black in America. So I take responsibility for that. So anyway, we need to start having more conversations and getting to know why we act the way we do and how we can try to I use the word fix loosely, how we can heal or begin the
Yeah.
healing process.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I just took this down a dark road. I'm sorry, y'all.
Y'all, there's no
No,
need
you're
to
good. You're good.
apologize to it. Like I said, we like look. This is our live talk, like featuring you. So you take the flow on this one, you know. So
This is just
nah,
another
nah,
part of who I am. I would get on my soapbox. I'm not a political person like that, but when it comes to certain issues, women, children, black women, it's like I get very passionate because for so long I've been so quiet. And that's why I started my podcast. So I can say what I want outside of my radio show. My radio show is
mhm,
community, it's PC, it's, public radio kind of deal, NPR. So I got to be in a certain box on the radio. But my podcast, you finna get all this black girl. I don't care what shade my skin is. That does not determine my blackness. You finna get all this today.
yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you with a smile and soft voice. I gotta say one cuss word, but you're gonna get it today. So
Oh man.
look, I tell you, people underestimate this pretty face. Yes, I got makeup on. I keep my nails and my hair is kind of curly, it's doing something, but I got this and this.
Yeah. So you better recognize. Okay.
All
Okay.
right, all right, all right.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna have to get to like the next questions, right? Because
Look,
the next one is, how do men feel when they see a woman with fake
mm,
hair, fake booty, fake lashes, fake nails, and etc.?
the build the bodies.
Yeah, the the Barbies, man. Best in the world. I'll let you answer this one. How do you feel about
Um,
that?
it kind of shows, that it kind of shows that that she's covering up for a lot of things that she feels about herself, that she's insecure about a lot of things. You know what I mean? At least in my estimation. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but in my estimation, that's what it shows. Like it shows that like she's just covering for different things that she feels about herself. And I think a lot of times as men, we we notice that and we're like, okay, well, she's doing all that, what I mean, because she's not happy with herself. She's not happy with, what I mean, what's going on with her. You know what I mean?
Salute, Miss Mary.
So, and
Hmm.
salute to Mrs. Mary.
Hi,
You know
Mrs.
what I mean?
Mary.
So yeah, so that's what it has to do with. You know what I mean? That's what we thinking. You know, at least that's what I think. I'm like, man, okay, she's not happy with herself. She's doing it like she's really not happy with who she is. So yeah,
Mm.
or she don't know who she is. So yeah, go ahead and three.
Oh, that's definitely well said. I'll just say this real quick before I get to two more questions because a unicorn just asked a question as well. Um, it's fair to say that when you have to like go through these surgical enhancements, to me, I look at it like surgical downgrades
Oh,
because I appreciate the natural beauty in a person. You don't have to be all the way shitly symmetrical. And it may be something that I see, like maybe you have a cute nose, maybe you have nice lips. Look, you probably have the flat, like, Pillsbury pancake flat booty or whatever. I don't know how you call it, right? But the thing is, there's something about the top side of you that looks voluptuous that I like. But when you try to change all that stuff, like to try to make yourself look good, to me it's kind of productive. I I don't really like it. So um, with that said, let me go ahead and answer Aubrey's last question. She says, if a wife's annual income is significantly more than her husband's, should he still be made to pay all bills? Should they split the bills evenly, or should she pay more than him?
mm,
Oh, seems like you want to answer that question.
no. Go
Oh, okay. I
ahead.
thought you had your hand up. I was like, okay, okay. So here's the thing. I know income is like this big huge deal that we hear so much a lot, but honestly, okay, if that was the situation, I still feel like whether the husband's making more, the wife's making more, whatever the case is, a husband and wife is supposed to be a team, a unit.
Hmm.
So whatever type of bills that you need to do in whatever way to kind of get that done so y'all don't be in debt or in a lot of debt, get that done, but communicate.
Yeah.
Okay? Come up with a plan to put things into action. I'll say it like this, you know, um, whenever before paying the bills, I always try to make sure I communicate, to my spouse. Now sometimes, it don't go well because sometimes, things happen and, next thing you know, something was paid or something was paid off, before me even taking the action. And then we gotta have this conversation again because the thing is, we for me, I'm more strategic. So I look at everything first. I don't just put something out there and then pay the bills or whatever.
Okay.
Even if, you know, not to try to get too personal, but even if, like, let's say the bills was paid off and it was all good. You know, communication is the key. You want to make sure you communicate with your spouse at all times. But I'll also say this too, though. Hopefully, the man does have enough, right, to at least be able to contribute more, because ideally, you know, the man should be the one who's responsible for getting these bills done and getting these bills paid, you know, regardless of the financial status or not. Like I said, it's not about his money, it's not about the wife's money. We're our, husband and wife is supposed to be a unit. So it's money that's shared together. And if you guys cannot make that work, then you guys should not get married. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let me see. Let me go to Mr. Best in the World. We like to answer a unicorn's question.
Okay.
I answered the question before too as well. I
Oh,
think
you
you
did
guys
already?
gotta I think you guys gotta be able to work things out evenly, and what I'm saying, it can't be where one person is dominating everything financially. But if she's got the bag and that's what it is, and she making the paper, yo, that's just what it is. She's making the paper. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, You know what I'm saying? The thing should be, you know what I mean? Like basically, it always should be who. How can we get this money? Okay. So if I as a man am the one that's able to bring in most of the income, then guess what? I'm gonna get it. If you're able to bring in more income, then you better go get that money. We need to be just getting money, okay? It don't matter
Right.
how it needs to come in, as long as it's legal. Let's get this money.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing about who need to make more, who should make less, or whatever. Look, when the money come in, ain't nobody thinking about that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? When the money's coming in, you ain't thinking about who making more or less. You're just happy the money is coming in. You know what I mean? And you're happy that your needs is met, and that everything else is working out. So that's what's gonna count at the end. You know what I'm saying? You know, are we able to make bread? So yeah. So what's the
Yeah.
unicorn's question?
And I think you're right. I think because we did kind of answer that early on, but she says, "How do you feel about incorporating something to give masculine dominant energy individuals?" Oh, no, no. Okay, individuals more understanding and acceptance of truly feeling
Hmm.
emotions, or rather normalizing it.
Okay.
I don't agree with women like being like I don't think women are more there's not those things more masculine than women. That's a that don't exist. It's just the
It.
fact that
How do you?
Let me, hold on.
I
Go
I
say what
feel
you're gonna say. Let me go ahead and
I
yeah
don't think she's talking
I
about
just
women. Okay.
mm.
go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
She's saying are you okay? I don't know if she's talking about individuals or she's talking about women as a whole. I'm kind of confused,
People
but
who she said something to give masculine dominant energy individuals. So she didn't indicate really men or women, but people who
Okay.
naturally operate fully in their masculine or their masculine dominant, which means that
I
Oh,
mean
that question was for Q. Okay.
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 Okay, so for me, and I guess people could think I'm say I'm too soft or too whatever. So first, let me go ahead and find this chart very quickly. Feminine versus masculine. So, but people who operate in their masculine or masculine dominant. So masculine basically means you're logical, you're confident, you're more focused, you're strong, you're stable, you're clear, you're certain, like you are the go getter. Let's do it. I don't have time to stop and cry in this moment because stuff got to get done. Feminine is more of the nurturer, the intuitive, the thinker, the you know again softer. you know, let's take time, let's slow down, let's. And so people who are masculine dominant, I guess my piece of advice would be
Hmm.
first stop and take a pause and take a breath and say, okay, how can I react differently in this situation? Do I have to always be strong and assertive? Do I have to always be the one that's like handling? Do I gotta just do it all myself? Can I just let someone else help me? Can I let someone else in? Can I soften my approach? Like if someone comes at you in a certain way, do I have to go back with the same energy all the time? Like, can I just like, okay, I see you, I hear you, I respect how you feel, okay, and go on about your business. Like, and I know some people may have some criticism to what I'm saying, and that's fine. We're not all meant to agree on everything,
Right.
but there are ways to handle things. Um, I took a class on conflict resolution, and so I guess some of that what I learned will kind of tie into the masculine versus feminine. You don't have to be right all the time. You don't have to win all the time. You don't, and it doesn't make you weak when you relinquish just a little bit of your power. Just you know, that isn't. It's not weakness. It's just maturity. It's maturity for one. Um, yeah. This is a very broad. This conversation about that can go on because it's also like what areas are they more masculine dominant in their life? Work, home, and their other interpersonal relationships. So with their children, whatever. So yeah, that question is
Yeah.
multifaceted and can go in different directions. So
This is.
I
I
hope that
would
helped answer your
love
question a
to.
little bit.
Yeah, I think you answered it pretty well. She says, "I would love to have a one-on-one with Miss Q."
Come on,
Okay,
bring it.
yeah. I posted her. Hold on. I posted her YouTube channel already in chat, and then if you want to find it again, it is under the description. So make sure that you follow her IG, her Instagram,
Hmm.
and then you also follow. Well, like and subscribe to her YouTube channel as well
Thank
too. Um,
you.
okay,
But
I have
IG would be
one.
the best
Subscribe,
place.
y'all.
IG would be the best one. Okay.
IG
Oh,
like to have a conversation, or just to get the conversation started.
mm-hmm.
IG would be
Yeah,
the great place to start with me.
yeah.
'Cause I check that all day, every day.
Yes,
Right,
you
right.
on IG a lot, a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Because I was going to ask you, like what's the best place to find you mostly? But okay. Sean Dave salutes. He says, "Hey everyone,"
What's
and
good,
then she
Arshawn?
stole my thunder. Right? Hold on. She
Uh
stole
oh,
my
uh oh.
thunder. But I
She
think she's
stole my
mad
thunder.
though.
Uh
Hold on.
oh.
She's bringing the thunder on me. All right.
Yeah.
She says, She says, "Hello, everyone. Just here to remind non relationships not to watch my lives. How's everyone?" Wow. See, now she always be coming and trying to rip my heart. Last time she had like a live stream, it was like at 3 in the morning, and I was like, "Yo, this is why I can never catch your live streams." And so she was like, "Yeah, that's the plan, right? Have it at that
Oh
Pacific time
wow.
whenever you're in the deep sleep." So I was like, "Okay, I got you though. Watch. I'm gonna go to bed mad
Mhm.
early. I'm gonna wake up early in the
Mhm.
morning, and you know what? I'm gonna be camping. I'm gonna pitch my tent, and I'm gonna be like,
Mhm.
with my watch. I'm gonna be like, hey, she stole my thunder. What took you so long? I've been waiting for
Exactly.
hours. Okay, at
Exactly.
the Walmart line on Black Friday.
Mhm. Shout out to
Ah.
She Stole My Thunder. She
Yeah.
always has some great lives, and I definitely salute her.
Mm-hmm. Definitely salute. And AU of course is definitely following. Good, good. I will message you from that's her IG account. And she says
Okay.
like, thanks, Diva. All right. And then Queen left, man. All right. Number 6. This will be the final question, QB. And I know
Okay.
it's getting late in, so I don't want to hold you up. What advice
Hmm.
do you give men about women?
All right, let's get into this. I'm glad you asked. Um, but for real, I actually, and not to do any shameless plugging. I have a book that I've been working on. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Dear Future Husband, and so okay, let me go. I'm still working on the outline, like how many topics.
Hold on, sis. I seen I think it was either Instagram short or YouTube short, and some woman was doing something like this. She's like, "Dear future husband, I have all these different issues and this, that, and the third. Would you accept me?" And I'm like, what is this? I was like, I'm glad the sister being honest, but it was kind of different because I've never seen anything like that before. So yeah, is it somewhat similar to that, or was it
Okay,
inspired by that?
well,
Like,
okay, I'm gonna give you a rundown. So first,
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read the intro. It's a little short intro to the book. Dear future husband, a cheat sheet for a woman's hand and heart. Um,
Okay.
Women are often advised on how to position themselves to be a wife. However, the same is not always encouraged with men. Men don't just grow up knowing how to be husbands. Many men are never exposed to positive images of what it means to be a good husband. What ends up happening is a bunch of overqualified women end up dating, marrying, having children by a bunch of underqualified men. I have
Mm,
prepared an ongoing list of suggestions for men who are considering marriage. This list is not all inclusive of every scenario that may arise. The statements listed can be tailored to fit one's personal interests and needs. Many of you will ask me, what makes you an expert on what makes a successful marriage and partnership? My answer to that is this: my 13 years of marriage and doing it wrong, I think that gave me an honorary PhD in what not to do. Also, I've had many conversations with women and men who are just like myself, who are also doing it all wrong. I spent many years
Mm.
before and during my marriage accepting less than what I deserved. Um, sorry. So, anywho, even though this title is geared towards men, it can also be suitable for women. So, anyway, the list starts out with like, start making a list. There's a song called "Find 100 Ways," you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, find 100 ways to make you smile, baby.
James
Like,
Ingram.
you know,
Okay.
go beyond the traditional icebreakers. Like, how old are we? Or what's your favorite color? How old are we now? Really? So go beyond the traditional icebreakers. I have these series of books called What If, and it's a bunch of what if, whatever question. You know, get a bucket, write down some questions, fold them up. You're having a date night, having a glass of wine, pull out a random question. That's how you get conversation. So men, that's how you can learn to be a conversationalist and not just WYD, WYA. Anyway, I'm moving on. Sorry.
Where you at, girl? Hey,
So,
hey, hey! But most of these girls begin hearing me with a WYA anyway. They be like,
I
"Yo,
mean,
where you at,
yeah,
boy?"
women do it too. I'm not picking on men, but this since they ask what advice can I give to men, here we are. And then okay, give you one more. Spiritually physical. Now that you see how her lips are shaped and how her hips sway, can you see deeper within her? So look, pay attention. That's number one. Pay attention. I promise you, women know when you're paying attention. And when you start giving a certain way, women will naturally reciprocate that right back to you. We love to give and cater and nurture and baby. And then, depending on where you are in your intimate relationship, when y'all do your part, yeah, you might have to call and work the next
Mm.
day. I'm just saying, that's just me as a Pisces who's in touch with all of herself, who know my power. I know my powers, baby. I have the gift of tongue speaking. Don't get no.
No, we know
Okay,
you
let's
have
move
the
on.
gift of gab.
But
We know what you
let's move
mean,
on.
sister. Jeez.
Let's move on before I say something. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna regret it, but I'm too
You're
sober to
good. You're
say
good.
it.
You're good to go. You're good to go.
Man, are
You're
you
good to
you you
go.
sure you
You're good to go.
sober?
I,
Yeah,
look,
you're
I'm
good to
sipping
go.
on water here.
Okay, 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 okay. She got the water
All
on
right,
deck. It's
look,
steaming.
I got my water too though. The holy time.
Got
Mm.
everything. You got everything about the James Ingram song though right now. The 100 Ways. That's my jam too, man. Oh
Right.
man, I love that song.
Yo, everybody, come on, man, come up on the live stream, man. Y'all got at least show her some love, man. This is all the questions we ask her. Come on,
Yeah, they act the
everybody. Let's
shower right
all
now.
kumbaya before we close out.
Y'all come
All
on
right.
up here. Show your girl some love. I don't bite. I mean, unless you smell good.
Man, look, y'all do all this talk. Man, y'all do
All
all this
right.
talk on the chat, but when it comes like come up in the panel, man, y'all be like going ghost on a brother, man. Y'all be acting
Ooh,
shy on the sister.
and men,
Mm-hmm.
clean your nails.
Okay,
I know you may have certain jobs, but
done.
if you buy a nail brush before you go on a date, do not stick your dirty fingernails anywhere in a woman's body. Please don't do that. Put on some smell goods. It don't have to be.
What do we do? Put a glove on? Like, okay, let me slip on this Michael Jackson glove right quick, and then just give you the rub down. I can do that.
Oh no. And cologne. It could be from Walmart, but don't let it smell like it came from the dollar store. It don't have to be super expensive. It could be that Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works has a line of men's scents. Baby, learn how to layer your scents with the lotion, the gel, the shower gel, the lotion, the spray.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right, Princess. Messing up our pH balance, and we wonder why we itching and scratching and burning. And what,
Hey,
baby?
that's your fault. You can't be letting nobody stick anything in there. You know.
That's that's why y'all gotta clean y'all nails.
Like I said, my nails is good and clean, man. Look, I take care of my nails like 24/7, like clockwork. But you know what's
Okay.
funny though? I've been seeing some of the women, right, with like bad nails. And look, I understand work is work though, but oh man, I
I'm telling
sometimes I feel bad because like they put the glue, like on the fingernails, and then after a while, like you ruin like what you call it,
your
um,
top layer of your nail.
yeah, you ruin the layer of your nails, and it's just all like scratchy and just I don't know, just
Okay, as a nail tech, I'm gonna tell you how that why that happens. When
uh,
women get artificial nails and they rip them off, they're never meant to be ripped off. They're meant to be secure for a reason, so they last. So you soak them off or file them off. Word to the
mm.
wise: do not, women, do not rip your artificial nails off. That angers me. Okay, I'm okay.
Man, you using all kinds of triggers, huh? Now that's just a shame.
Because
Women do
I'm a
better.
licensed professional. So when you go to school, that's like a barber or a mechanic or whoever is licensed and a professional in their field. They know when people doing stuff that's like that's gonna make mess up in the long run. Don't do that.
But what? Okay, even that goes for ones like who get the like artificial nails glued onto the nails and then they just accidentally break them.
Now, if
Like,
you break it, that's a whole nother something. But now, if you use glue, there's
mhm.
still ways to remove them safely without just ripping your whole. If you're gonna glue nails on, be prepared to wear them for at least a week or two. Otherwise, you will damage your nails.
Right.
So I mean, that's a whole look beauty industry. That's a whole other. Yeah,
And she still want Thunder says never got my nails done, never been girly enough for it.
and that's not
Okay.
everybody's thing.
Yeah.
But since I was a little girl, I've always liked having nail. Like I did the press on when I was 14. By the time I was 21, I started doing my own acrylics and going to the shop. Went to beauty school at 20 something else, and here I am.
Hmm. Hey, it's all to the good. I mean, look, you can keep your regular nails on. Just make sure like you clip it every now, but make sure it's
Yes.
smooth. Make sure look, you gotta make sure you get every corner of it. Okay, the inside of the nails is definitely important. Not even just with the nails. Make sure you clear like the toenails as well too, because I know some of y'all be neglecting those. But come on, like you gotta do better, people, right?
Yeah.
Can't go around with ugly feet. Hold on, just see. Princess Kiss is awesome. My mom taught me to wear oil-based perfume. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. It's
Yeah.
more expensive, but it lasts longer and it goes
A
a
little
long
goes
way.
along. Yes,
Love
man.
goes along. Oil-based perfume. Wait, are you talking about like you mean like the body oil, right? Where you kind of like
Well, the
rub it on your
more
skin?
some of the more expensive ones you get from Dillard's, Macy's, and the like, they have different quality ingredients in them, and some are strictly oil based. Oils just cling to your skin better and longer, and it absorbs better. So that's why the scent lasts longer because it's absorbed into the epidermis of your skin. I'm not a esthetician, so I can give you all those details of how all that works, but again, I know a little bit, a lot about a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on for a second. She stole my thunder. Says, "Nourishing relationships." I love that shirt.
Are you from
Why? Thank
Canada?
you. No, but I've been to Canada once, so I got the shirt from Canada. But I thought about she stole my thunder because she is Canada's finest, so she is our original Canadian. So
Okay.
I thought about her because I wanted to remind her to make sure that she be nice. Wait, be nice. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Bless you, brother. Bless you.
Thank you, thank you. Princess K says, actually, Mr. Bestwell, can you read this for me?
Shit. So as she stole my thunder, I don't either. I do my own nails, but I don't like nail polish. Okay, they're maintained and clean. Okay, okay.
And
All right,
that's
all
just
right.
fine too. Like if my natural nails would grow like I wanted them to, look, I would just keep mine nice and buffed and shaped and everything. But life is life, and I like a little extension on mine. I like the dramatics of it all. So that's me.
Okay. Man, okay, the chat is definitely engaged on this one. Okay, they said
Yeah.
maybe keep the nail brush near the sink. We can run the nail bed if you pull the artificial
You can
nail
ruin the nail
off.
bed if you pull off fish nail off.
Oh, did I miss something?
Princess
Okay.
K, exactly. Keep mine clean and short. Okay. The Beta Bell
Okay.
podcast. Shout out to them. Peace sliding through to
Tell us,
add
brother.
to the algorithm. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
She stole my
And
thunder.
nephew,
Feet
please
are
keep the lights
hitting.
up.
Yeah, please put the lights up, y'all. Feet are hidden by shoes for a reason. You don't need to see the monsters there. Wow, wow. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes that is true. I feel it.
She had to go there.
Um,
Okay. He
oh,
said,
y'all two
"Oh,
hours
y'all
deep.
2 hours deep."
LOL. Yeah, that's how we do. That's yes. That's how we do. That's how we do. Princess K said, "Yes, Q. Explained it better. I have a sensitive nose, so most alcohol-based perfumes lead to me leads to make me sick. All based perfumes are for me. LOL. Yes, use the ones that won't make you allergic or bother you. You know what I'm saying? Like use
Hmm.
definitely. Whatever hygiene products are good for you, use that. Be nice.
Oh,
Never.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Wait. Let
She
me
stole
let
my
me go
thunder being
back.
spicy.
Yeah, let me go back to Princess K. Right. Only time that you want to use those type of perfumes, right, if you want to be petty and get back with the person, right, who did you wrong. That's the only times that you do something that will make them allergic to you. But other than that, Blaze Brown says, scrub the feet, smooth, clean. Feet rubbing on your babe is hot. And whoa, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, real quick.
Is that a
What
bot?
the hell? Okay, hold on for a second. I'll be right back. Somebody kill these bots. Where Sean at? I think he's sleeping on job. So hold on for a second.
Oh my gosh.
I got him.
Sorry, we don't read that type of language, and I think that was yeah. Thank you, Mr. Best in the World.
Mm-hmm. Beta Bell
she,
podcast says,
she's
I
like
like
yikes to
when women,
spam.
hold on, I
Okay.
like when women get their nails done as long as they not crazy. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I don't like
And
them,
you know,
them
Mm,
long nails either. Go ahead,
every
sister.
man has a preference. I think for me, because I am a nail tech and it's part of my business, I'm a walking billboard, I do designs, I do rhinestones. Now, do I get all this extra 3D stuff on my nails? No, because one stroke like this in my hair and all my hair gone. But so no, I don't do all that.
yeah.
But I do enough to get attention because I'm always talking with my hands. I was like, you know,
I hear you.
I need
And
business. So I'm like, okay,
Princess K says, yes, please don't pull artificial nails up. It makes me cringe seeing that. LOL. Okay.
high five, princess.
And if she stole my thunder, says, yikes. The spam. Yeah, I know the spam. That's a part of what happens at times. Yeah, the spam.
see, this is my fault. I forgot to put on subscribers mode only, and the one day I forget to do that, that's when you have all these weird spammers. So if you ever want to stop the bots, sometimes just put on subscribers mode only. That will kill the noise. No, sorry,
Okay,
that will delete the noise.
okay.
Hmm. Well, let's see. Let me go down real quick. Let's see what's going
Since
on.
nobody
Okay,
want
so
to
we got
come
21
up,
likes.
all right, since y'all want to come up, it's all good. It's all good. We appreciate it. You know what
We
I'm
know
saying?
y'all
Thank y'all for
scared.
rocking with us. She said, LOL. The extra 3D stuff on the nails when I like seeing what I like seeing on others. It's almost like an art form. Yeah. Sometimes it's an
Mm-hmm.
art form. Yeah. They be getting real creative. I
Oh
have turned
wow.
down women solely off they nails, looking busted. LOL couldn't look past it. Wow. Okay. We see Beta Bell podcast got a preference. We see you. We see you. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
And
Well, they
I
say.
met a
Mhm.
guy. He likes a classic French look. Like he doesn't mind the nails being long or the extensions, but he likes the
Mhm.
classic pink and white French. And I'm like, you can't pay me to do pink and white French on my own nails, right? It's plain. It's elegant, but it's for me, it's plain. But everybody has a preference, so I mean,
Yeah. I get you. I mean, I don't know what that will look like, but I'll take your
The
word on it.
the pink and white is basically where the tip is white and the base is has a more natural pink look. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'll have to
So
send you
pink.
some. So if you
Okay.
just type in pink and white nail or type in French nails, the French tip,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
you get all kind of pictures. So anyway,
I get you. She's talking about there and says, first time I've seen Korean spammers. Usually it's the Russians, but I guess they're busy.
yeah, they busy getting their tail whooped.
Oh man. And she says French is playing.
Non,
Oh,
je ne pensais pas chérie.
you
She's
know what
Hey,
that
Q,
means?
Canadian.
QB, you know how to speak French? Okay, okay.
I can read some of it, and I probably really killed, like, destroyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have an interest in French, even though I took Spanish all through school. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but yeah, I want to learn French.
All right, all
So
right, all right.
okay, okay. Can you translate that for me? I think she's trying to start something though. I hope you ain't trying to fight, because I ain't trying to come over to Canada, man, and cross out the nice stuff and give her Sharyugan. All right.
But French is one of their languages, one of their main
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
languages in
yeah.
some parts of Canada.
Oh yeah, yeah. They speak mostly French anyway. There's another one. Shout outs to Sherelle Bay, because she's a African American sister, and she speaks French as well too. My wife
Shout out to
also
Cheryl Bay.
speaks like French a little bit. Um,
Okay.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna get my wife to translate that. She
Yeah.
says I have French lessons every Monday. Boxing
Okay.
on Wednesday. Oh, okay.
Come on,
I
Miss
ain't gonna
Sandra.
mess with that. All right. She made sure, like, yeah, yeah, I boxed though. And Princess K says that was a mix of Japanese, Korean, and Mandarin. It was a confused spam.
They didn't know what they
Hey,
were doing.
hey, the spammer was posting like CNN or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. Like, dang.
Oh goodness.
She stole my thunder. Where you at, girl? Come on up here. She stole my thunder. Come on up here.
I know you're not that shy, because I know
Yeah.
you be reading a lot of books,
She do be
audio
reading a lot of
books.
books.
You know
Yes.
what? Oh, wait a minute. Reading is sexy for like, okay, if you've never watched the movie Love Jones, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea,
Oh, that's my movie. And the soundtrack is even better.
but there are
Woo.
some little nuggets in there, like how
Mm-hmm.
the main character Darius, he reads, he does photography, he does poetry. Not every man will and like to do all that, but just little pieces like put some up here. Read a book by a black author about a black story about something like that's how you start conversation too. Like, and women, don't be afraid to read either. Anything beyond the magazine and the blogs. Come on, people.
Yeah, I love that
Hmm.
movie because they really bonded over the words. Like they really bonded over the words.
That is
Big time.
my movie. Not just because it has Jones in it, but also like that's my movie.
Hey, you know what I
Yeah.
noticed though? Women definitely get turned on when you read the Bible to them. I don't know what it is though. You
Oh,
read that book to them?
a God fearing man, a man who is connected
All right,
spiritually.
everybody, please don't use the Bible for intimacy
I mean,
purposes. That's not what
I
it's
mean,
for. Lord
don't
have
try to get no
mercy.
booty with the Bible, okay?
Yeah, that's
But
kind
I'm
of
just
perverse.
saying.
Whatever.
However, a man who's not afraid to express his spiritual and religious beliefs, no matter what religion you practice, as long as that woman aligns with your
Oh,
beliefs.
Well,
hey,
I'm sorry, QB. Wait, you gotta
cue
do
it
the
up.
introduction.
I
You gotta do
Okay.
gotta.
the
She
introduction. Go
listen,
ahead.
listen. She's always bringing a storm. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I called out and she's here. Hey, sister. She stole my thunder. Cue it up for her. Cue it up for her. Don't say nothing yet. She stole my thunder. Cue it up for her. Yeah.
I got you.
Bon, bonsoir! Oh! Bonsoir!
Oh shoot.
Bonsoir! Hello, hello!
Welcome, welcome,
Hello.
Hello.
welcome.
How you guys doing? How's everybody tonight?
We're doing great. We're doing great. She stole my
Love
thunder.
you,
I seen you was
sister.
live earlier. How you doing? What's going on? Talk to us.
I'm doing good. I'm doing first and foremost. How's my sister Aquita Jones doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I am fabulous. How are
I'm
you?
doing great now that you're great. If you're great, I'm great. How you
Yes,
doing,
ma'am.
Mr. Bess and
I'm
Dolly?
great too.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I'm doing
guys
good. I'm doing good. Good to see you, sis. Good to see you. Good to see you. Finally,
Yes.
great to be on the panel with you. I always watching your content. I love the fact that
Mhm.
you read and do everything else. And yeah, I'm glad to have you up here. I'm definitely a fan. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, thank you. It's always nice to know that my content is appreciated, and I appreciate your guys' content because even though I can't always catch it, I do try to watch at least as much as I can. And it's like it's like although I joke about like like I'll time my my lives like for I joke about that, but I oftentimes like a lot of the content that I try to watch like you guys had to be on at times. You're like, I'm about to go to bed. Why are you having this content while I want to watch
Because
but
that's
I'm
our goal to keep you
going to bed.
awake.
Yeah,
Yes, because it's
exactly.
our you got to stay awake. Like
Yeah.
sleep is for the weak. Now, of
Okay,
course,
okay. I'll
I
get
get
some
my beauty sleep.
coffee.
Yes, yes. Coffee
Oh,
mixed with
fine.
Red Bulls. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Take the day off. Tell the boss I'm sick. Who needs
Yeah,
work anyways, right?
Yeah.
absolutely. You don't need work. You need knowledge and relationships.
There you go.
And Princess K says, "I have love for. She stole my thunder. Her energy is always on point with two
Yes.
hearts.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, thank you. Always glad to know that I'm appreciated.
Yes, yes, definitely, man. Anyway,
So
so
she stole my
mhm.
thunder. You know what? Do you have anything you want to add to the conversation? You know what I mean?
Well,
I have a ton of questions for you, but I'm not gonna ask them right now.
no, no, no.
You
Go
know what I
ahead and
mean?
ask. I mean, for me, like I always say, like for me, I'm not big on the traditional roles, and like women have to be a certain way and men have to be a certain way. You kind of like you have to play into like what works in your relationship with the person that you're with. But you
Mhm.
also
Hmm.
have to realize, like, look, if you're not, like, I know I'm not a traditional girl. I know I'm not the girl that's gonna want to stay home and cook and clean and all that. I know for me personally, that's not what I want. But I also have to
Okay,
realize that, look, if I'm going to be in a relationship with somebody, I also have to figure out what makes that guy happy, right? I have to figure out what works for us. So if I'm the quote
Mm.
unquote breadwinner, but hey, maybe for most people, they might look at that and, well, how dare you as a woman, quote unquote, have that masculine energy and emasculate the man? Well, look, if he's happy being a stay at home father and I'm happy being the breadwinner, then what's the issue? So
Yeah.
what if everybody else thinks that that's not the right thing? You're not making him happy. I'm making him happy. He's not making he's making me happy. So why does he care about what other women think? So sometimes
right,
you kind of have to figure out what works for you and where do you fit with that person. And if that means being single for a while until finding that person that you fit well with, then that's what you have to do. There's some standards that, yeah, you know what, like we're talking a little bit and joking around about the nails and stuff, but hey, you know what, if that means um that guy that's like, oh no, the girl has to have her nails done. If that's gonna break the relationship, then that's not the guy for you. Like you have to realize what's the priority, what works for, if that's what he's stuck up on. Okay, that not that I'm just not the girl for you. There's 8 billion people on this planet. You mean you can't find one person that doesn't care about the nails or loves the nails so much but you love doing your nails? I
Mm.
mean, come on.
mm.
There's got to be one
So she
person out there. Yeah, go ahead.
so she stole my thunder. One we got to schedule to do an interview with you. So in the private chat, leave whatever forms of ways that we can communicate you offline, so we can schedule an interview with you. So that's one.
Uh-huh,
Two,
okay. Yeah.
two. Also, okay. So what if the man provides a lifestyle? And QB, you can answer this too. I want y'all both to answer this. What if he provides a lifestyle where you don't have to work, and all he requires you to do is clean and cook? Right? He's like, honey,
Mm.
all you gotta do is clean and cook. I got all the bills. I got everything. All you gotta do is clean. Clean and cook. That's all I need you to do. You know what I'm
What
saying? And look after our children. Children are there, and that's all you need to do, baby. That's all. I got everything else. I got it. You know what I
that
mean?
Yeah, that's a lot of deal breakers for me right there. I have to be honest. Because for me, A, I don't plan
Mm,
on having kids. So that's already. If he's talking about
No,
kids,
no, no. I said no, no. I said if kids were there, if kids were there.
okay. Well,
I just
automatically for me, even if it's not my kids, the mere fact that he has kids, no,
okay. No
that's
kids, no kids, no
no
kids.
kids at all in any way, shape, or form. Because for me,
Okay.
it's not that kids are horrible and disgust. Because to me, that's a tie that you had with another woman. You know
Okay.
what
Okay,
I mean?
but
So I kind of
without the
like,
kids though, without the kids, she stole my thunder. If he's
okay, if he
willing,
doesn't have, well, like for me, I've never been that kind of like, let me cook and clean. So I've never took the time to learn a whole lot of recipes. Learn, like, I know what, like, food wise, what I can, like, you give me scrambled egg and toast in the morning, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need
okay.
a whole
Mm,
like
okay.
10-course meal, and I can. You know what I mean? If I'm cooking for the queen, she's not gonna get the best meals out of it. You're not. Don't come to me for that. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that girl for you. You know what I mean? But I mean,
Hmm.
look. Part of me, like right now, my basic debate is I want to work, I want to provide at least some finances. I'm not out here telling you I'm the next Bill Gates, I'm the next Jeff Bezos. I know I'm not that girl either, right? But I want to be able to know that, look, I'm at least contributing something extra other than the house cleaning. What I've seen from my personal experience, and just this is just my personal experience, is that a lot of the guys that I've met that say, you know what, just stay home, I'll pay the bills. I've oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes use that against you later on. I've been taking care of you for 5 years, for 10. Oh, you did. But that's what the agreement. That's what you wanted from me from the get go. And now you're using that against me as if you didn't want that, as if you didn't agree. Like, come on, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why for me, I need to have a little bit extra and say, look, no. Yes, we both agreed that I would stay home, but hey, you want, it's about the money. Here's $100 that you spent on the house, this, whatever that, I'm saying $100 out of, fictitious number, whatever, right? But it's like,
Mhm.
I don't want that to be used against me. Because oftentimes I feel that a lot of the guys, not all, thankfully, but a lot of them, they will use those things against you. So I don't want to be. So that's what I was saying before. Like, look, a lot of it, it's deal breakers. Because I don't want it. I don't want to be in a situation that, even though both of us agreed to it, I don't want it to be things that are used against me later on. So I don't want to put myself in a situation where, on top of that, too, I spent 20 years outside of the workforce. What if we get divorced for no fault of our? We just, we tried our best. We tried to work it out. Now I'm single. I haven't been in the workforce for 20, 30 years. Now what? Now where do I go? Now what do I do? You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So it's like
Oh,
I need to be able to put myself in a situation where I'm thinking of the what if this, what if that. Yes, you hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst. At least in my mentality. You know, and look, I'm single, I've no kids, so maybe that's, there's a reason for that too. Who knows? But for me, it's like, look, I have to always think of the what if of that. Like, okay, like I'm thinking of the worst. I'm thinking of the, where's my heart? Where's that? Where's this leading me here?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, real quick, I want to get to QB. I want to see what was your perspective on it.
Well, if the man is providing and he doesn't want me to work, I'm still going to do something like this, my podcast, my
Mhm.
business ventures. I'm going to do something that's outside of him and I. I am going to start a business of some kind, whether I do it from home virtually. I rent, lease to own a small space. I'm going to do something. I don't mind cooking. I love cooking, by the way. Cleaning, I can take it or leave it. I like a clean space, but I'm not to get on my hands and knees cleaner. I did that growing up in the country. I will hire somebody to deep clean like that. I will do the surface cleaning. I don't like a dirty bathroom. However, when it comes
Word.
to some deep down baseboards and vents and ceiling fans and all, no, I will pay somebody to do that. First and foremost, but I don't mind cooking and some mind the basic cleaning. However, I am not going to sit around and be a trophy wife, housewife. Um, I will be doing my podcast. I will be doing, again, I have a lot of business ideas. I will,
Hmm.
again, like I mentioned before about my consulting business, I will go hard with my business, to make sure that I'm doing something. He may have all the money. We may get to take any trip we want every year, but I still need to be doing something. Even if I'm on the chair of every community committee in our city, every state committee, I'm going to be doing something. Not going to be sitting around being just a pretty face. Just not going to happen. And now I'm in a position where I do have a child, even though he's grown, he's 24. Um, and so he doesn't need me as much. Um, I don't know. I'm still going to be doing something to help him better his life, teaching him things. If I have grandbabies somewhere down the line, Lord, I'm not ready now. Anyway, I'm going to be a grandma to my grandkids. And now, if he has children outside, that's another thing. Kind of going back to what she said. If he has children outside of us, that means he has some kind of attachment. So I'm going to be very mindful, even if I decide to marry this man. I got to know what the whole situation over there is like. If the mother of the children is going to be a real problem, if her and I can get along, I don't mind marrying a man who has children by somebody else. But I'm over the age where if you got kids that's still in school, elementary, high school, you're probably not the man for me anyway. Because my kid is not. So, I mean, that's a short version of that.
Okay. All right. Best of world. When you asked that question about cleaning, were you talking about like just like simple cleaning, or you was talking about like like deep
No,
cleaning?
I was saying all the above. If the man is willing to provide and to do the things he needs to do as a man, then let's say he's working, he's making sure all the bills is paid, he's making sure you have the lifestyle that you desire. He's allowing you to chase your goals and dreams as well, right? He's not stifling
Hmm.
you, right? But all he asks is, hey, honey, all I need to do is cook and clean. You know what I'm saying, and just take care of the home. You can still chase your dreams. You can still do what you got to do. But I'm gonna be out working. I'm gonna be out providing for us. And possibly the kids as well if they're our kids, or if you guys have kids of your own, or whoever. You know what I mean? Or sometimes our parents. If we do have parents, if we're in our 30s and 40s, they get progressively older, right? We got to bring them into the home or whatever. We may have to do that. Okay, we're taking care of the folks. Cool. You know what I mean? We doing that. We doing that as a team. But for the most part, I'm not going to be home, right? I'm not going to be there. You know what I mean? Because I'm out providing. You know what I mean? And some men they have to travel for work, right? You know what I mean? Especially if they're in certain type of industries, they got to travel. So is it okay? You know what I mean? That the woman just takes care of the home while they're not there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
You know
still
what I mean?
hiring a cleaner. I'm
Yeah,
hiring
hire the
cleaning
cleaner.
service.
Hire the cleaner. You can hire a maid and all that, butler and
I'm
all that.
hiring a service.
You know what I'm saying? If we have that type of money, but if we don't, and you got to do the cooking and cleaning, then it is what it is at that point. You know what I mean?
And again, I don't mind
Especially.
cooking. I'll cook all day.
Hmm.
But again, I'll clean the bathroom. I just don't like to get down on my hands and knees clean. Like I just know what I
Mm,
don't like to do.
mm.
I just,
Understood. Understood and heard.
Okay.
I
All
mean,
Okay.
right, so brothers, she ain't scrubbing nothing. All right, okay. They need to be
I
scrubbed.
mean,
She
if I
calling she
can
calling
bend
the
over,
maid service. All right, she calling the cleaner.
if I can do it just by bending over and reaching, okay. But again, hands and knees, getting all the way on and around. I know my body and I know me, and we just don't bend like that. So, get the
Brothers, no
service.
deep cleaning for QB. All right, no deep cleaning for QB. If you want a deep clean, all right, you better have a maid service on deck. All right,
Or
you know what
a
I'm saying.
911 on speed dial, because if I get down, I'm Just being real.
Oh my gosh, I feel you. I feel
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I think we want like stuff like that. I think just basic cleaning. We just simple. I don't think we're not gonna have no requirement for you or for like she stole my thunder to like get down your knees and then just like clean and mop the floors and all that. But unless y'all want to, but we already know that you don't. So we'll say that for the cleaning services.
Exactly.
I hear you on that one. Okay. Let me see. Is there any other questions before we close out?
Nah, we good. We're good.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
everybody stick around. Not the
Hmm.
audience, but the people that's on this panel stick around.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
talking
we'll
Okay.
have our
about
private chat.
QB and she's talking about Thunder. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, with that being said, everyone, thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. What I'm gonna do, I want to do my usual highlight, so that way you guys can shout out like your social media,
Okay.
and yeah. So, we always say we like the best class. She stole my thunder. I'm gonna go with you first. Go ahead and start your social media. Go stick around to after.
Cool, cool. Yeah. So my channel obviously is She Stole My Thunder. That's my thing that I go to. Obviously, as you guys know, I teach French. I do book reviews. I do movie reviews. Come on, guys, come and enjoy. I do bite every once in a while, but I promise it's always consensual and I always do it nicely. So I am Canadian, so that's my main source. I also have a Flickr account where I show you guys a whole bunch of photos from all of my museum adventures. So come on, guys, be nice and be there.
Right, right. All right, now let's go highlight QB.
All right.
Hey.
So go ahead.
Oh
Uh,
no, QB.
Okay.
You're the one that's like shouting like your social medias and all that.
All right. So I'm trying to stay consistent across all platforms, whether it's the audio podcast platforms, Anchor, Spotify, Google, Apple, the Q as in the letter Q, Spot Podcast, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. I'm slow on Twitter, but I'm on Twitter too. I have a Facebook page. And I really try to be consistent across all platforms. TikTok is more fun stuff sometimes, and Snapchat is just, I found a filter that I love, so I use it a lot. So yeah, follow me. I know my content may not be for every single person, but I would like to guarantee somebody will find something they like and gravitate towards. So yeah. And my overall theme is real and relevant content. Um, that's relevant today, tomorrow, 5, 10 years from now. And it's real from my personal experience and personal observation. And I always try to wrap it up with an encouraging word, you know. So don't forget to check all that out and be intentional. That's BEE intentional.
All right, all right. Go ahead and highlight Mr. Best in the world. Nobody's gonna dun 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 dun.
Thank you all for tuning to our relationships experience. We truly appreciate you all for logging in. Thank you for everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel, Queen. Um, she stole my thunder. Even Unicorn made an appearance. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her as well. QB, thank you so much, family, for allowing us to interview you. We're so glad that you're a part of the non relationship family.
Thank
We truly
you.
appreciate you. We got a lot of love for you, sis. You already know what it is. You know what I mean? And yes, you know what I mean? Please stay tuned to more stuff from non relationships. We have a jam-packed week for you of interviews and a whole bunch of different content. As always, the content flavor is just it's gonna be like an ice cream shop. We got a whole variety for you. So
Okay.
stay tuned, y'all, okay? Much love to everybody. You know what I mean? M3, take it away, brother.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships here on YouTube and on Twitch. So, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitch. Pass the videos, well, sorry, share the videos to your friends and family. And with that being said, Before anybody come up to the next live stream, stay tuned. Well, sorry. Before you come up to the next live stream for our live talk with On the Block with Jen, same time 6 p.m. Pacific time, make sure that you ladies and gentlemen always get your minds right. It's definitely important for the heart, mind, body, and soul. And then with that being said, uh, we are out. Ladies, still stick around. All right. Now it's the annoying part trying to find the outro. Oh, there it is. I found it. All right. Peace, everyone.
All right, y'all.
And
Bye.
oh, and Margaret says, "Yo, I didn't jump in.
Well,
Yeah,
Marcus, it's
why
too late,
did
brother.
no regular? I know, man. We've been posting a link, man. Damn, you're too late, Marcus. Come on, man. You gotta step your game up. All right. With that being said, we are out, everyone. Peace out.
Night.